Hello, Dave. Today is Saturday, August 6th, 2022. I am the Bond 007, and I trust you are all shaken, not stirred. Hello, everybody. I am Mr. Brown. Welcome to the show. In honor of the channel's most popular stream to date, we are talking the mighty James Bond, Roger Moore, way for your eyes only. Can you believe this is, if I can do my maths correct, 41 years old? Doesn't that just make you feel old, everybody? Certainly makes me feel old. Okay, so there is a zillion stills to get through, so let's start as we mean to go on then. The guests are waiting in the green room. Let's get them out. First up, she's partial to a large bag of dicks. Don't you know? It's the queen of this channel. It is Reni A. Reni A. Reni A. Reni
Hello.
A.
I've got a special bag just for you, sir.
I know you have. I know you have. Are you well, my darling?
I am. How about you?
I've done 35 miles on my bicycle tonight. My legs are tired, but I'm okay.
That's not bad. Not bad.
Before lockdown, I could have done that and not batted an eyelid, but anyway. So,
Did you have to stop several times and take a breath?
in my mind, I did, yes. So, you well, yes. Everything good in Rennyland?
Yeah, at the moment. So far, so good. Just busy, busy, busy with work, but it's good stuff. So,
Looking forward to this.
yes, love James Bond and
Roger
love
Moore,
Roger
isn't it?
Moore.
Oh,
Yeah,
Roger Moore.
best Bond ever, in my opinion.
Oh, such a great guy. You
Yeah.
know what my next question is?
Shall we get the next guest out?
I think we should.
Do it.
Next. Do it. Next, it's the golden reach around droid of choice. We all know this is, don't we? It is C3PO.
Oh, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A pleasure to be with you once again.
How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm much looking forward to reviewing the film that inspired The Spy Who Shagged Me.
Nice trivia. We've not even started and we're getting into it. Very well
Nice.
done, D. Very well done.
I actually watched this twice over the last 2 days.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I haven't watched it in
Keep doing
30
it.
years. It's great. I love this film. I can't wait. Bring on another guest.
Okay.
Look at that.
We are waiting. There is a guest winging his way to us, but in the meantime, my script's totally gone because there's another guest coming. But I'll say it anyway. And last, but by no means least, or least until the next guest arrives, he is the wise elder of the channel, the writer, the portal, the director is directing tomorrow. Can you believe it? And paid up member of the Selfridges Appreciation Society. He is the great mega geek. We call him Ian David Diaz.
Hello, everybody. You okay?
Hey, Ian.
Yes, thank you.
Hello, Ian.
I just like
Damn.
to say it's really embarrassing you trying to still do that impression of the HAL 2000. I just squirm every time you try to do that for some reason. I don't know. I think you should drop it. Seriously, just drop it because you don't sound anything like him. You just sound like Brown doing a bad impersonation.
It was the. Hey, do you mind? It was the Bond 007.
It was the same.
You obviously was shaken but not stirred then by that.
No, just saying. It's up to you. You keep if you want to keep doing it. But here you go. I'm looking forward to this. Actually, it's one of my favorite Bond movies.
I'm going to keep it. Do you know why?
Mm.
Because you wish it.
Oh, that's just
That's
like
wrong.
Star Trek 3. Because you wish it.
Give me
Genesis.
Genesis!
Yeah.
You're directing tomorrow, apparently. Do you want
I
to tell
am
the
indeed.
folks at home what you're directing? Not Traffic, by the
No,
way.
I'm not telling them anything. just have to wait to see it, which will be next year sometime, hopefully. There you go. But I am working tomorrow, so let's just speed this thing up, shall we?
Shall we let's say hello to the chat? Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody in the chat. I can see you. One. I like that. One. Hello, one.
Number
Franco. Yeah. Good as that. Hail. One. Franco, Andy, Melvin, Geralt in. Who else is in? I'm in probably.
Me.
Reni A. Martin's Muses.
Also, you got to say for the people that haven't made themselves known and are watching as well, welcome.
Oh, that's true.
Well,
That
I
is
think
true.
everybody who's watching's dropped a chat.
Yeah, I know, but you could just watch it without dropping any chat. Do you know what I mean? There must be people watching it. Oh, it depends, doesn't it? I guess. 'Cause sometimes I watch live streams and and I don't contribute to the chat or anything like that. So.
Yeah, same
Well,
here.
you've got nothing to offer, have you? Really?
Yeah.
Melvin
Silence!
Deeply.
It's violent.
Oh, bot. Bot.
Oh. Mm.
Just let me click on the naked HD link first, though, folks.
Oh, God.
My beautiful mods, could you be gone with the naked HD?
Mm.
Although I will be clicking on the link. Melvin Deeply. I started watching 2001 last night. I'm about an hour in. Not managed to make it all the way through, but but I'm determined this time. Okay. I'm not moving my furniture at all. I think he's moving his, I think he's redoing his house by the looks of it.
Mm.
Is Brian here? Way! Okay. Here he comes, folks. Set your, last but by no means least, set your Jedi Padawans for stunning and brave. We have the wonderful, not Brian Young. Oh, Brian.
We got there eventually. Good evening, all. How are we? How's the chat?
Pretty good. You okay, my
What a
friend?
Bri?
I'm okay. This is a bit early. Normally it's a 10:30 kickoff.
We've also got the sex bots in as well. Can you believe it?
Excellent.
And
You're
yeah,
making
checking out
progress.
their
You get the
links right
sex
now.
bots.
By sex bots, do you mean Z or do you mean the people in the chat?
Both?
Either. We're not bothered.
There's something for everyone here.
Mm.
I've heard.
That's what she said. Okay, so should we do some blurby blurb?
Yes. I would like to ask the chat, can you guys please share the stream if possible? Thank you.
We are nothing without sharing the stream.
And the chat.
Okay, so For Your Eyes Only released in the UK June 25th, 1981, 41 years ago. Jeez. Synopsis: James Bond is assigned to find a missing British vessel equipped with a weapons encryption device and his mission to prevent it from falling into enemy hands, meaning the Russians. Certificate A, 2 hours, 7 minutes. Directed by first-time director John Glen, written by Richard Maibaum, Michael G. Wilson, Ian Fleming, stories uncredited, starring Roger Moore as James Bond, Carol. Now, for the people in the UK, Bouquet or Bucket as Melina, Topol Colombo, Lynn Holly Johnson as BB, Julian Glover, Christasos, produced by Albert R. Broccoli, Tom Pevsner, associate producer, Michael G. Wilson again, executive producer. Music, Bill Conti, with title song sung by Sheena Easton, visual effects, the mighty Derek Meddings. The budget on this was $28 million. Worldwide gross $54 million, so not as much as Moonraker. Bit of a come down. Okay, so let's get the slides moving. Mr. Brown Alliance, please like, share, subscribe.
Tiniest font in the world.
Subscribing is the important one, folks. Can you believe it? 61% of my views are from non-subscribers.
That's insane.
Indeed. Okay. So, poster.
Stop as you mean to go on.
But that poster is iconic, isn't it? I mean, you know how many films copied that poster, you know, with the legs and stuff. It's really one of the best James Bond posters designed. Very clever as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Why is it clever?
Because it's got sex with the legs, and it's got Roger Moore in the middle, and it's got all the stuff that happens in the film at the sides, and plus it tells you about the character that she's holding a crossbow rather than a submachine gun or something like that. You know, it tells you that she's maybe an assassin or dangerous, or so it's a pretty good poster, I think. But as I said, a lot of posters copied it, and it's very iconic.
And he has his gun drawn on her, so
Yeah.
she is a threat to him.
That could be a double meaning.
What's he aiming at? Moving on.
Left kneecap.
Leg shots.
Do you think they better get away with that nowadays, folks?
They'll never get away with that. I mean,
No.
look at the arse. Look at the arse and look at the legs. Fantastic,
Great arse.
absolutely
They
fantastic.
could if it was a guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
a guy in those short shorts. Yep.
If that was Chris Hemsworth completely butt naked, that'd be okay.
What, for your
I
guys
would be
only?
okay with that. I don't have a problem with that.
Cruel says sex sells, apparently.
For your
Swinging
guys only,
package.
is that what you want, Reni? Is that what it is?
I mean, as a heterosexual female, that is fine. Just saying.
Oh, Mr. Bond, why don't you help me slip out of this bikini?
See
I think it would be a Ms. Bond instead in that case.
See, the problem with this James Bond was that Roger Moore was ready to, hang up his tuxedo. Yeah. And that was the reason why they had things in the film that he didn't sleep around a lot. I think it's 2 girls he slept with in this film.
Yes.
And he, obviously the ice skater woman wanted to sleep with her, or she was a teen, and he just said, no.
He's like,
basically said no. Yeah.
Be gone, hot.
I think the line was, well, why don't you get your clothes on and I'll buy you an ice cream?
Yeah.
Line. So, yeah. So,
Do you know the funny thing is, see later on in the film, she says that to her mentor, "You're too old for me," and yet Julian Glover's 8 years younger than Roger Moore.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, in real life, there was only a year difference between this ice skater and the female lead in real life. A year difference.
Yeah,
Really?
it's very interesting. This film, there's loads to talk about the history of this film. I know Fiai's only like the back of my hand, and because I've seen it so many times. I'll never forget the time when my whole family went to see this film. We booked like a whole row to ourselves. My family's huge. Yeah. It was the 7:00 showing in the evening. And immediately when the film started, even towards the end, you can tell the audience really loved this film. They laughed at every joke. They gasped at the scene where he's climbing the mountain and stuff like that. And it was just a film that everybody loved, as far as I was concerned, when I was in the cinema and after the film as well. I went to see this film like 5 times in the cinema.
Gee.
Because I was a kid, man, when I saw this. So
here you go. In the chat, a returning face. Hello, Mr. Angel. This is one of my absolute fave Bond movies. The music
no matter
in this
how cheesy,
one is especially good. One of the best Bond themes.
No matter how cheesy some of the Roger Moore movies are, they're just so much better than
Roger
what we
Moore,
get
isn't it?
nowadays.
Yeah.
He was a great Bond. He had a great charisma. There was a campy sense of humor, but it kept it fun, and it was entertainment for all all ages just about. So yeah, like Ian went with his family, you know, I mean, you know, yeah, there's adult themes, but as a kid, you don't see those. You just see Bond kicking ass.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
So,
shall we do initial thoughts from each of you? And then I downloaded the trailer. So we'll play that. Or do you want to see the trailer first?
Let's watch the trailer first. Get us in the mood.
yeah, rip the Band-Aid off.
Luckily, somebody kind of sorted it out so I wouldn't get a YouTube strike. Some very, very nice person on YouTube made it strike-free. So let me just press some buttons. Let me do some boomerang, as it were. Here we go.
For your eyes only. It's Roger Moore as Ian Fleming's James Bond 007.
Our spy ship sunk in the Ionian Sea. She was equipped with ATAC.
Have we begun a salvage operation?
We asked Sir Timothy Havelock to secretly locate the wreck. He and his wife were killed by Hector Gonzalez. Police were able to identify Gonzalez by Melina, Sir Havelock's daughter.
Good afternoon, Mr. Bond. You are now flying under remote control. Goodbye, Mr. Bond.
Exotic ports, thrilling adventure. This Bond is for your eyes only.
This trailer's awful.
No one comes close to 007. When 007 comes close to you.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
That's putting it mildly, 007.
Now don't you forget, for your eyes only.
Yikes. Yikes.
You realize you weren't muted, right?
No, it's terrible. It's a terrible trailer.
This trailer's awful.
It is. It's awful. It really is bad.
I came with my pants. That was so good.
I would just say before we move on, very important. Matt G is in delivering.
Oh, bacon.
Matt G, we ignored you last week. I'm sorry, my friend. Moving on.
Matt G's all right. He's a nice guy.
I was easing my way back into doing these, you see, last week, and I kind of wasn't on top form. So, Reni, do you want to go first? Feelings about this film? Do you like it, love it, loathe it, indifferent?
Love it. Roger Moore as Bond really can't do much wrong. As cheesy as some of the acting was, it was still a great Bond film. And, he is really what makes most of the magic here. One thing that I did not realize is that Charles Dance plays the henchman.
Same here.
And I did not realize that was him when I was watching, because I had a friend who told me, he plays that guy. And I was like, that is not Charles Dance. And sure enough, I looked it up and it was him, and does not look like him at all. Like, I never would have guessed.
First role.
Probably be missing the beard is what was suggested, but
yes, first role.
He's all cut and it just looks so different. So mind blown. But I love all the chase scenes and the attempted assassinations on Bond and stuff. It's all good. There's the usual humor, not quite as much as some of the other movies, but it's still there and still good Bond stuff. So yes, I love it.
Not Brian. What do you think? Your bag or what?
Well, this is one of these movies that I've only ever seen in installments. So I think today was probably the first time that I sat and watched it the whole way through. As you know, I'm not a massive Bond fan, but I do like Roger Moore a lot. So on that basis, I enjoyed the movie for the most part. From the get-go, I kind of struggled to become invested in this movie. I think at the start we have a solemn moment where we get to see Bond's wife's grave, but then almost immediately we have that comical helicopter sequence. And I really don't think those scenes work back to back. I thought the movie was quite comedic at times, which was terrific for dialogue-wise, but not too good for the action sequences. The plot was simple but decent. The acting was okay, especially Moore and Julian Glover. I think all in, it was a lot of fun, but it did slightly drag in a few places for me.
Z, thoughts?
Oh, it was great to watch this film again. It was like everything you wanted from a spy movie. Evil base, henchmen, chase scenes, machine guns. Loved it.
And
I really cannot wait to get into it.
Okay.
I watched this originally at the cinema when it came out as part of a double bill that my nan took me to see. And then I watched
the other film?
It was the previous Roger Moore movie to this.
Oh,
which
lucky.
Moonraker.
No, Moonraker was after this one.
Oh, no, it wasn't.
Yeah,
Was it?
Moonraker
No. Moonraker was before this, wasn't it?
Moonraker 79. This
it was before
81.
this one. Yeah, it's before this one.
But yeah, then I watched it again on VHS back in the 90s, and I haven't seen it for since then, really.
Same here.
And I came back to it, and I was thoroughly entertained. It was so cheesy, it was brilliant.
In the chat, Dermot's in. Hello, Dermot. Dance should have been the Bond after Moore, not Dalton. Yeah,
Dance is not as good looking as Dalton. Dalton was a very good looking man.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Chance, he's got like a broken nose or something. Plus, he's ginger. I mean, come on. You can't have a ginger Bond.
I have to agree. No ginger bonds for this.
No ginger Bond, no.
Franco's in. Hello, Franco. I enjoyed all the Bond films, Moore's Bond films.
Yeah,
Cannonball Run was the film before this. Z, was that it?
Was it Roger Moore in it, like in a tiny role?
Yeah.
Small role, yeah.
With his grandmother. Ian, your thoughts then on this film?
Well, everything that 3PO and Reni said, really. I mean, when I watched it recently, which was must have been about beginning of this year. Actually, no, it was when I discovered that Amazon had all the Bond films. So I was going through it, and I thought, let me watch For Your Eyes Only again. So I watched that again. But I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed it when I saw it in the cinema originally. The reason why I enjoy it more is because it made me laugh. All the things that didn't make me laugh before made me laugh this time around. Like, for instance, the horrible back projection shots. Just things that you weren't supposed to laugh at. I laugh at now because obviously it's out of vogue and stuff like that. But I mean, it's a really enjoyable film, and as I said, there's a lot of history behind this film that actually through accidents or certain things ended up in the movie, and one thing I do realize that after watching it again is how bad the girl who plays Melina, her acting is absolutely awful.
She was dubbed as well.
She was dubbed, yes, she was. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she was dubbed, but she's French, and she became the face of, I can't remember, some perfume after this film. But yeah, I mean, as I said, I enjoyed this film immensely. After watching it again, I still think it's a lot of fun, and I did laugh at the ending with is it Janet playing Janet Brown playing the Prime Minister at the end. At the ending, I thought it was very, very silly, but I laughed at. I laughed so much this time around because it is absolutely
that was
silly.
really cute.
Yeah,
it was a cute scene.
Silly.
I would like to say, as a disclaimer, I did not threaten to murder disabled midget prostitutes.
What?
Not yet. Not yet.
It's a comment Steve made in the chat.
Do you know what? I'm sorry. Do you know the thing that made me laugh out loud when I saw it again was when she was on the phone talking to the parrot, because she thought it must be
Oh
Bond.
yeah.
You can see her husband trying. You can see her husband trying to go for the cookie, can't you? And then she
Yeah.
slaps his hand. I was just crying with laughter. I just thought that was so stupid and so dumb. I just laughed my head off. I just thought it was really ridiculous. But yeah, it's just things like that in the film just made me laugh out loud. Very enjoyable.
MC is in Evening MC. The local Citroen dealer had a yellow 2CV in the showroom as a promotion for this movie. Mr. Angel, as a young man, I had a massive crush on the Bond girl in this one.
And do you know what,
Still
right?
have, don't tell the
The
girlfriend.
latest Mission Impossible film has a chase in a small yellow car. I wonder where they got that from. Have you seen the trailer for the latest Mission Impossible film?
No,
No,
not
not
yet.
All these
No.
super hyper cars chasing the little yellow car. Interesting. So there you go.
Oh, that's
Right.
interesting.
I
Steve
will
has
s-
some good trivia in the chat if you wanted to see it, but sorry. Moving
Yeah,
on.
I mean, yeah. Speaking of ripping people off,
that
I
one.
mean, Jerry Anderson actually submitted a proposal for a Bond movie exactly like this. So he actually ended up taking them to court.
Didn't win though.
No, they did come to an out of court settlement. No, they paid him for the concept.
Oh, okay.
So,
Stig Kenobi. Hello, Stig. Melina actress is married to Gerard Depardieu.
Poor woman. That is one ugly man.
Her first,
Franco.
Did you see the schnoz on him? I mean, like seriously.
Oh my
He didn't
god.
need a prosthetic to play Cyrano de Bergerac.
her first husband was actually instrumental in finding the virus that caused the AIDS.
Wow.
Fighting HIV. Yep.
Um,
Stream killer.
killed people
Moving
as well. Moving on. Melvin Deeply asked the question: who's the hottest Bond girl ever?
It's an interesting one.
That's a good question.
I don't tend to salivate over these, but I'm going to say that Carol Bouquet is the best by a country mile.
Carol
She's lovely.
Bucket.
She's lovely. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous woman.
Can I comment on the hottest Bond? Because I'm not really into Bond
No.
girls.
Go on
Rude.
then.
Screen killer. That's very problematic.
Are you going to
your
say?
So
Renee.
rude.
Are you going to say
Daniel Craig.
ugly Superman? Ugly
No!
Superman.
Daniel Craig? He looks like Norman Wisdom, for God's sake.
He was
Yeah, he does.
hot in the first couple of Bond movies, and then he turned into a toad in the last couple, but he was actually pretty hot. Did you see his body on the beach in Casino Royale, for crying out loud?
Yeah,
Those little
moving on.
shorts?
Okay, Dermot says Vesper Lind. She was lovely.
Vespa.
Eva Green was. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's-
no,
she
she
is
was a bit,
pretty.
she was plain. She was plain. She's very plain, but she is very
What?
pretty.
She was
Very
a Vespa, you know, fun
Yeah,
to
she's
ride,
very
but you
plain.
wouldn't want to let your mate see you on her.
Mm.
Yeah. Right,
I don't
Screen
know.
killer.
It's really hard to figure out who the best. I do like Carolyn Bouquet.
Bucket.
Bucket. Yeah, I thought she's gorgeous. I don't know, tell you the truth. You've got to think about it, though, haven't you?
Stig in the chat. The lady killed on the beach, the Countess from Liverpool, was played by Piers Brosnan's wife.
Yes.
She was sick with cancer during the shoot and passed away shortly after.
And did you know that Piers Brosnan was on set and he was in talks with Broccoli,
Oh, wow.
and they were like saying, "Yeah, you could play the next Bond," and he got very excited.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so
And then Remington Steele happened and he
yeah.
couldn't get out of it.
Yep.
But that
Yeah,
was
that
a
was
good
that.
show.
Who's the girl that's in Living Daylights? I thought she was really cute and gorgeous.
Miriam Diabo. Very
Yeah,
nice.
I thought she was lovely. Yeah.
Is it Bernard Lee who played?
So what happened in this film? Bernard Lee,
He had cancer also.
he wasn't well, and so basically he was meant to play the part that of the ministers. Basically, there are two guys that took over,
Yeah.
and he couldn't do it, so they replaced him with two actors.
Yeah, they
And they-
tried,
yeah.
but he couldn't. He just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Could he? They tried.
Yes.
So God bless him. Right. Okay. So 13 minutes. Should we start doing the slides? There's a lot of
Yes,
slides to
please.
get through. We'll just pile through them, and then when we feel like we need to stop, we'll stop. United Artists, apparently this film saved the company from going bust. I read.
Roger Moore's still in his flares.
Yeah.
This is fantastic. I like the connection between Bond and the James Bond's history. I like the connection here. Fucking
Yeah,
great.
I do too.
Wasn't this kind of specifically going to be shot though? They wanted this specifically to transition from from an older Bond to the Dalton Bond, but he didn't.
No, well, no. What they wanted to do, well, yeah, it was because they were hoping that they were going to cast someone else to play Bond. But what they were trying to do was, because Moonraker was such a huge hit, and people had seen James Bond as this kind of jokey kind of slapstick spy thing. They wanted to come back to basics. So what they thought was, if they can remind the audience that James Bond is James Bond, then that would kick off the film, and it would actually subconsciously tell the audience that this film is not going to be slapstick; it's going to be a bit serious, and that's kind of one of the reasons why they did it.
And 10 minutes later, Blofeld goes down.
Well, the thing is, it's not Blofeld. No. Yeah, because they didn't own the copyright to Blofeld.
No. It's heavily implied, though, isn't it? It's just
yes, it
the
is.
rights issue, obviously.
It could be taking the piss, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we can just call him Fofeld.
Well, notice they didn't show his face; they just kind of implied it was him, and especially with the cat and the outfit and all that. So, I mean, in my mind, it was him, even though it wasn't supposed to be him.
So the stunt in the beginning where he was hanging off the helicopter.
Oh, I love that.
And I cannot believe this. I'm going to tell you this. That stunt man that was holding onto a helicopter, he wasn't held by any wires whatsoever. He was holding on to the freaking helicopter.
Yeah. Seriously?
How crazy is that?
That is awesome.
Just before we move on, I like the lyric from the Louis Armstrong song.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is Bond plating roses on his wife's grave. Okay. So, your country needs you.
Mr. Bond. Message.
That's
and
right.
then he does the sign of the cross when he's going for the helicopter.
Brian, if my pictures start going back because my shitty internet connection, would you kind of just be on top of it? Cheers, pal. Nice pussy.
Your office call, some sort of emergency. Yes, it usually is, he says. Then he gets in.
Okay, so the implied Blofeld is trying to take out Mr. Bond.
Universal Exports, which was the company's cover name, wasn't it?
Yeah. Expendable employee.
He started a lot of TV shows, actually, a lot of kids shows. That guy.
He did. Yeah. Product placement, Philips.
Absolutely.
More bots.
Remote control airways.
The joystick's got a mind of its own, Sean.
If my lovely mods could take care of the naughty person doing sex links, just let me click the link now first.
Seriously, Brown.
And some shots were done by Derek Meddins, and you couldn't tell the difference between the real helicopter and the model helicopter. It's pretty amazing.
Force perspective, yes.
Pretty good. Yeah.
So there's Dr. Evil.
Have you no respect for the dead?
Yeah.
That terrible, was it back projection shot with Roger Moore? It's absolutely awful.
Dummy being thrown out.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well,
can't we work something out? It's just so funny. And he throws him down.
That's a model shot right there.
Yeah. You can actually see that's a model shot.
That's a model shot.
Right there. Doesn't that look great?
It looks great. Yeah.
It does look pretty good. Yeah.
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 It's all remote control, so he's got to yank the cables. And he's,
yank.
Well, after I've
the cat know what's going on.
Yanked cables and angry pussies on the Mr. Brown Alliance.
I'll just say to everybody watching this, Angry Pussies is a world of hurt.
Moving on.
He has a light with circuit on it. That's crazy.
At least they've labelled it circuit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How did he get to the roof?
Hey?
He's James Bond.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you mean Blofeld?
Wheelchair.
Yeah.
He's in a wheelchair, isn't he?
Yeah, it doesn't look like
Did he have an access lift?
No.
Yeah, they probably have access lift. They probably.
He ordered one of his people to bring him up.
That's
there.
right. Yeah.
Or he was going to kill him or something. You know.
Maybe he used the remote control for the helicopter to lift him up there.
Probably. Who knows?
Mr. Angel found the. I laughed my behind off with the Blofeld pleas for mercy.
Just imagine the whole audience was laughing their head off when they were watching this film. They had such a good time.
Yeah, I believe that.
Plus, everybody knew it was Blofeld, and everybody knew he was getting revenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mighty Sean the Bus. This channel is going down the drain, mate. It's already gone down there, mate.
Been in the plug hole since day one,
yes.
Sean.
So he's lost control. Bond with the amazing. I can't believe that's a model.
Yeah, it's a model. Yeah.
Fuck.
Derek Meddins. Derek
Unbelievable.
Meddins and his team. Yeah.
Some disability rights campaigners would be happy with this shot.
Yeah.
It was released today.
They'd never get away with that now, would they?
It depends how brave you are.
No, because Beyonce got shut down over some disabled line in her song or something, or ableist thing. I don't remember, but
clearly not a dummy.
I love it how the back door is still partially open as well. I've just noticed that.
Yeah. Well. You know, 3PO, keep your hair on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is dummy.
They go, oh, you want to get off, do you?
Yeah. I'll buy a delicatessen in stainless steel, he says.
Yeah, I'm like, what the?
You can clearly see on this as well that it's like a bald mask.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's obvious.
Apparently
shaved the head.
The delicatessen line is a tribute to the old mafia gangster movies.
Mm.
Moving on. Oh, you want to get off, do you?
Or what you're going to look like with a chimney on you.
And then he drops him down. You can see him. You can just see him. He's going down there.
They were saying that was really hard to do because the guy in the helicopter had to aim it properly so it could just.
Yeah, they killed 6 disabled people.
Oh my gosh.
It was a bad day for health and safety, folks.
It was.
Mr. Brown Alliance issues apology for ableist comments.
And
this was where was this again? This was shot in. I can't remember where this was shot.
Auckland's probably when it was.
No, it wasn't. It was. Oh God, I can't remember. Anyway, it was. Yeah, it's England somewhere. I thought it was Battersea Power Station.
Yeah,
but
Battersea.
No, it's not. It's not Battersea. It's somewhere else.
Sean the Boss, Stephen Hawking deserves better. It did, mate.
This is a hate crime now.
I think the channel's finished, folks. So we'll enjoy the ride for the last couple of hours.
So this is the first time they had the singer appear singing in
Sheena Easton.
Yeah, the one and only time ever.
Oh, where they showed their face? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought that when I watched this, I was like, I don't remember a Bond opening where they actually showed the singer. So
it's quite interesting because they don't mention it even in the making of or other stuff that I've seen. They don't mention how unique this is because you've never had the singer appear.
Well, she was such a hot commodity that if they didn't show her, it would be stupid.
I think at the time she'd just won a BBC singing contest, a talent contest.
No. This is well before it. I mean, she was quite famous when she got hired to this.
I think it was 1980.
Was it? Maybe I'm wrong.
When she won a talent contest.
Yeah,
I think it was a Scottish thing.
Was it that girl that does That's Life. What's her name? That woman.
Yes.
Esther Ranson.
Yeah.
Esther Ranson, yeah. Was it she made her famous or something? I can't remember. Did she make her famous? She did some show on her or something.
Yeah, I forget, because we basically followed her from the beginning of her career, and she kind of got famous through this program, and obviously the Bond producers picked up on it, and Sheena Easton for Your Eyes Only. And then I think this pretty much was a good stepping stone for her. So with her, the rest is history.
They rejected Debbie Harry's version of For Your Eyes Only.
Really?
Yeah.
She sang for it too? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
she did a track, but they rejected it and went for this one instead.
Criminal.
I'm always torn between For Your Eyes Only and Nobody Does It Better as the best Bond theme.
No, View to a Kill.
I'm going with John Barry's one. I'm going.
It was Duran. Had to say View to a Kill.
I like John Barry's. You're talking about Magic Secret Service.
Yes, that's it.
I love it. Yeah, I love it too. So you were never allowed silhouetted naked women anymore. So
never get away with that now.
No, that's just doing a fart there, doesn't it? So.
She's having a jacuzzi.
It's For Your Eyes Only.
Andy Mouse. Hello, Andy. She's bloody lovely.
She was. Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Prince had a thing.
He's
for
lovely
her.
as well.
Yeah.
She's living in Las Vegas now, isn't she? That's where she lives.
She's in her mid-60s. Can you believe it? I thought she was the same age as me, but she's got about 10 years on me.
This is the ATAC, isn't it? And the boat ATAC gets accidentally blown over, hit a mine, and goes to the bottom of the sea. Or I can't remember.
Yeah, this is basically a British spy ship, isn't it?
Yes, in disguise.
Spy ships in disguise.
So
that's
we
under
should
the
do
ship.
Transformers one day.
And so,
yes, we
Ken
need
Adam,
to do that first one.
Ken Adam wasn't available for this film, so Peter Lamont, who was his assistant for the other Bond films, they promoted Peter Lamont. That's why you haven't got any sloping designs in this Bond film. It's all very much realistic. Yeah, so Peter Lamont took over, and everything looks very kind of. So they wanted to actually push this in reality. They wanted to make sure that Bond was this one was based on reality. So everything's designed in such a way that it looks, like it belongs in reality, if you know what I mean. Not a fantasy.
Yeah, some of the trivia said people were getting a bit long in the tooth with all the fancy gadgets.
Yeah, at that moment in time, they didn't. Because the
it.
Moonraker made it. It was like so many gadgets in there, so they wanted to step back on the gadgets on this. So.
But the gadgets made it fun for me, anyways.
It did. Yeah. Remember, this would have been the film after Spy Who Loved Me if it was not for Star Wars.
Yeah, definitely.
Mr. Angel, the song is a guilty pleasure for me. Same here. I think it's a great song. I secretly like it a lot, but might have something to do with me singing it drunk out of my mind under a girl's window in the middle. Oh my
God.
Serenading. You old romantic mofo. That takes balls to do that. Well done, mate.
The ATAC looks like one of those old-fashioned was it calculated things that when you went to the shops and you're buying your stuff and it looks like that, doesn't it?
It's that photograph shows you that it's the ATAC, just in case you weren't.
It's the ATAC. Yeah,
big fucking letters.
Okay, so the ship is pulling something in. We'll just pile through these. Red alert.
Oh no! It's a mine. A World War II mine. No.
Is that a genuine World War II mine?
Well.
Because the warehouse, there was mines in there, weren't there?
No, I don't know, but I just guessed it was from World War II. It was in the water a very long time, so I don't know.
Pull it in, it'll be a laugh, lads. Pull it in. Go on.
Yeah, and these weren't to be unexpected because you'd get these fuckers swimming up on beaches.
Yeah.
At some point.
Mr. Angel says, and no, her father was not amused. Boring bastard. Definitely not when he found out I plucked the roses to throw at his daughter.
Oh.
Not good.
Not good.
Boom.
Boom.
Mm.
And
Yep.
it's not good, is it?
Not
So
deep
they're
enough, Minister.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So they're gonna
Danger.
yeah. So what they're trying to do, they're going to try and basically self-destruct
it, yeah.
Yeah.
What a load of rubbish.
Yeah.
Boom. Derek Meddings
Miniature.
again.
Yeah. It's got such a Thunderbirds feel to it, this movie.
It has, yeah.
Look
Look at that miniature. It's very good, though.
It
Very
is. Meanwhile,
good.
back
Ministry
at
of
the
Defense.
Ministry of Defense.
Ministry of Sound.
Okay, so
Look at all those phones. Different colour
it's like-
phones.
yeah, it's like Fall and Rise of Reginald Perrin.
Mm.
Love that. That was a good show.
It was a great show.
And this is the only movie where you find out M's real name.
Miles.
Yes. This is said to be Admiral Sir Miles Messervy in the Man with the Golden Gun novelization.
Mm. He's on leave, they say.
Yeah.
And here we go. General Gogoff. He's back.
Plus the naughty links are back. The bots are back.
Mm.
I think the channel's on the up, boys and girls.
Hey, I love this scene with the secretary. Brilliant.
Unless
And they
it's
still haven't changed the set. It's the
Moneypenny?
same set. It's the same set from Spy Love Me.
Yeah. Question to the chat: do you think the bots are James Bond fans? Moving on.
Don't know.
He's going to get it on with the secretary, isn't he?
Of course. Of course.
Is
Why
that
not?
sexual harassment now?
No, because it's like she's into it
It's
as well, isn't she?
consensual. So
That's right.
no.
Thank you, Franco.
Here we go.
So this is the daughter of the guy who's going to try and find the boat. Is that correct?
Yes. Well,
And that guy, was he in Mind Your Language? Can't remember.
No, I don't think he was.
He was in something, wasn't he? Not
Yeah.
TV stuff. Havelock. It's really funny, right? Because her parents have that strong English accent, don't they? Or her father.
Yeah, and she can't string a word together.
And she's got that accent. And I think the mother, did the mother have the accent? I don't think she did. It was slight, but her accent was really.
No, I think the mother was a British actress because I remember seeing her on.
Right.
She was a jobbing actress in Blighty in
Right.
the early 80s. Yeah.
Right.
Anybody who lived and grew up in the UK in the early 80s will recognise a lot of these actors. So they're obviously all like a close-knit community, aren't they, where they all say hello to each other. Just the opposite of what we do today. We just ignore each other now, don't we?
No, I've got neighbours that say hello to me.
And that's her father, who's a smash up between James Nesbitt and Sid James.
Yeah. The mother looks like she's doing a poo, doesn't she? Smile.
Sorry.
My mother, she looks like she's doing a poo.
So
she's got that face.
So Cavill Bucket has bought product placements for the parents.
She's gorgeous, though. Look at that. Look at that hair.
Yeah,
thick hair.
The plane's taking a circle around the boat.
Lucky she was there, wasn't she?
Mm-hmm.
With her parents, I bet she would have got it as well. Here we
So
go.
they're waving to the pilot and thinking, okay. Yeah, I wonder
generic foreign villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't they have spotted that gun underneath the the plane?
You would think
Would you be
so,
looking
but-
for it? Would you be looking for it? I don't know.
Be too busy looking for the wave and smile back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe so. That's a good point.
Quite gory.
There's
This
that
really
wonderful shot where they zoom into her eyes.
Was this breaking the fourth wall? Because
No.
it was. Oh, okay.
No, 'cause she's not looking directly into the camera. She's basically grieving. She's
Yeah.
grieving. She's basically in shock, isn't she?
Yeah.
So
They're
she's just staring
focusing
out.
on her. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's for eyes only. Obviously, they're focused on her eyes, basically. But yeah.
There you go.
But she's gorgeous. Look at that face, my lord. When God was throwing out the good-looking things, he threw a lot towards her, didn't he?
Yeah, she
got
got
in
it.
spades. Yeah.
I think you and I, Ian, were at the end of the queue, weren't we?
Yeah.
Feel like the ugly tree and hit the branches on the way down.
God.
As they say.
But this is stupid because this is obviously a throwback to Sean Connery when the hat comes into shot, doesn't it? As if Roger Moore wears a hat. Do you know what I mean? It's, like,
Right.
it's stupid. Yeah.
He wouldn't cover that magnificent Barnett Moore, would
No,
he?
he wouldn't, would he? No.
Miss Penny.
Ah, yes, the only person not to get a penising from Bond.
Yeah.
Well, not the new version. She sure did.
I like the new.
And there's that
Penny.
running
She was
gag, isn't it? With the other guy keeps going all the time as he was saying stuff. He just kept saying stupid gag.
So the replacement ministers are
Yeah.
asking Bond ATAC.
Yeah.
This was a bit of clunky dialogue in this scene.
It
A bit
was.
of clunky exposition.
But also, it's in line with everything else because they always have a scene where they go, "What do you know about the so-and-so 007?" And he'd always know. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
What do you know about the
Good point.
Moonraker 007? What do you know about this 007?
Yeah, kind of sets it up for the audience. But
Yeah.
yeah,
What do you know about alchemy 007? Moving on. So, for your eyes only.
Yeah. Love his
And
car.
return of the car. I don't think this car was as nice as the.
No, it wasn't.
Too much
But it got
red.
blown up.
I had it as a toy when it came out, and it did convert from a car to a submarine.
another bot. Are they being hidden?
This was directed by John Glen. Was it John Glen?
Yes.
And he was the second unit director for the other Bond films, and he was given a chance to direct this. And he says to this day that thank God Roger Moore decided to do this one, otherwise he would never have coped if he was dealing with a new guy playing Bond.
Yeah.
So it was Roger Moore.
It was his first time
Yes.
directing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Well,
would have been rough. Yeah.
Didn't like, as I said, I didn't like this car as much as just a bit too much red going on for me on this one. I will say, Franco, earning your money tonight. Thank you, Franco.
But,
Thank you, Franco.
But this was the deliberate way of showing the audience that this was more grounded Bond, especially when they blew up the car. So yeah.
They're the baddies, aren't they, in the Merc?
Baddies are always in the American Bond film.
Yeah.
And a little trivia here: one of the girls in the swimming pool scene was a man. Would you believe?
What?
So there you go. Was a man, yeah. Tutula. So they thought she was a woman, and I think it was when the film came out, it was revealed that she was a man.
MC in the chat, stop blocking it. I want to see the girl they found for me. MC, don't worry, I've got the links, mate. Don't worry. We'll sort that out later after the stream, mate.
Good old Roger.
So they're having a bit of a party at the compound, aren't they, by the looks of it? Oh.
So yeah, I think it's her. It's that one there. That one in the middle. She's her name is Tutula, or his name's Tutula.
No,
and they didn't realize. Yeah, didn't realize she was a man. Yeah, yeah. It's well known for this film.
Oh, okay. So what we're saying is she was literally 40 years ahead of the curve.
Yep, absolutely. So basically, she
groundbreaking.
was a man and became a woman, and the Bond producers didn't know until the film.
I thought you meant actually was a man.
No, she was a man.
No,
it was a man.
Currently a man at that time. If that's what you meant. It's like, must be.
It was a man, and then
she had walking. Keep the package at the back.
She obviously had operation to look like that. So yeah, so she was born a man. In other words,
according to MC, all baddies drive Mercs,
not
German or Jaguars.
Well, that's the Sweeney, isn't it?
It is. It is.
You slag.
You slag. You muppet. That's Locke.
These are connected with the Ruskies, are they?
No, Locke is. I don't know. Is he German? Locke? I don't know.
That's a good question.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So some money's changing hands for the stolen ATAC.
Well, no. He's giving him the money because he killed what's her name's parents.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh,
getting paid.
Assassination. Yes, an assassination.
Yeah, he's got paid. Yeah.
Okay. So Bond's seen what's going on. He hears something. And then some of the guards. Yes, the guy on the right is the assassin, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. License to kill or to be killed. Take him away, he says to those guards.
Who was he hired by then?
He was hired by Locke and just what's his name? The guy who plays the villain.
Right. Okay. Right.
Yeah, he was hired by them.
Are they East German? Are they? Yeah, are they East German? So there's the Russians and the East Germans after the same thing. Is that right, or am I?
I don't know.
He mentions about the skier who's defected from East Germany.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I really don't know this film well at all. I've not seen this film many times. I've probably seen this film 3 times.
I remember they showed this clip on News at 10 when they were saying Bond's going to come out, and I saw this clip. I was like, I've got to see this film. I've got to see this film. I've got to see it. So they showed this bit here. So.
Yeah, because ITV would always play Moonraker or Spy Who Loved Me.
Well, they would show they always had a royal screening, didn't they? And they always used to show that, didn't they, at 10 o'clock in the night? So,
yeah. So the assassin he's been paid going for a swim, and then you hear
an arrow in the back. Splash.
That looks like Taylor Swift a bit.
There's a nice little gag in here when all hell breaks loose. Before he does that, the assassin gives a wad of cash to that one of the girls, isn't it?
And I saw that. Yeah.
It takes the money back, and she starts going. But that's quite funny.
So Bond is he's got his distraction, so he's trying to get away.
That was that, wasn't it?
Stunt brolly.
Stunt man. Didn't even make an effort to look like him either.
I know, right?
Yeah, so he runs through the bushes and then crossbow.
And she saves him. And when she takes off that hat, you just go, "Four."
Is that Louis C.K.?
Yeah, it is him. He hasn't got his dick out though. I think it's before he had his
Change.
Very pretty girl.
They killed my parents. Yeah, okay.
From South Africa, yeah.
Yeah, she's from South Africa. She changed her nationality halfway through.
The African National Congress will not stand for this.
This is the scene where the bloke takes the money.
Takes the money, yeah. It's quite funny.
that was quite funny, yeah. So they've dropped the crossbow and they're just getting out of dodge, aren't they?
Burglar
protected.
And that stupid dummy that gets blown. That's Bob Simmons right there. The stunt guy.
Oh, right, okay. So that is right. Okay.
That's Bob Simmons.
Yeah. So he's going to try and get into the car.
And then he turns into a dummy and gets blown up.
1 hour, boom.
What a stupid gadget, though, for the car. You'd think they'd put bulletproof or non-smashable
How would he
windows.
get away? Yeah.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Why would you do that?
Yeah,
Somebody
or
tries
the
to
handle
smash the
cool.
car,
applied
blew
to
up.
I don't know, something else, but other than this, release toxic gas from the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. Stupid.
Melvin says, I watched this a couple of days ago. It was really hard going. The years were unkind. Best Bond movie of the 80s was Never Say Never Again with Kim Basinger and Barbara Carrera. God, she was...
it wasn't officially a Bond film, so...
Yeah.
And cue the 2 CV chase, which apparently was Roger Moore's favourite.
Since Z shared that clip, all I can think about is the spitting image puppet of Roger Moore.
Yeah. So the baddies are after him at medium speed.
It's a good scene, actually. I think the scene's quite fun. And he basically,
in the way.
Bond says, "Oh, you don't mind if I drive, do you?" Obviously, because Bond's gonna drive better than the girl.
MC bloody 2CV upturned pram. Yeah, my mate when I was living in Wolverhampton, he had a 2CV. Very bouncy ride. Easy.
This is where the music kicks in when they for the chase.
I think everybody's other than Ian, everybody's mind is in the gutter on this stream.
What?
Myself included. Moving on. Okay.
I love this film. This film's great. He was in a lot of films, that black guy, as well. After this film, I think he was a stunt guy, but he appeared in a lot of movies. I think he was in a Flash Gordon movie as well, somewhere.
So they're making their diversity quota on this film.
Well, I mean, it was done because they could. It wasn't done because they were trying to tick boxes, were they? Do you know what I mean?
Well, like nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, like nowadays, you have to have this and you have to have that. It's ridiculous. Loved it. Loved the back projection in some of these shots. It was so stupid and awful. Look at that. It's awful. Awful.
I always like how Roger Moore, he always kind of acknowledged his baddies.
Right, it's just the old gentleman thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
The old,
yeah, I always quite liked that because he did it here as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
The eyebrow was fully engaged there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really funny because they did take their time with the other guys to stamp a camera on their car so you can see them in the car. And when it came to Roger Moore, they put him in a studio and put back projection behind. I was like, well, what? Did it make sense just to focus on those people who aren't famous? Could have just focused on Roger Moore.
Yeah.
Cars rolled over more times than gas on a night out.
Yeah.
Mr. Angel, the music in this chase is so well done.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't like.
Do you think do you think because John Barry was unavailable for tax reasons that this film is missing a little because of the music? It's totally different.
Yeah. It doesn't have the Bond tone.
Yeah,
that's what it doesn't have it. But he did his best. He tried to.
Was it Bill Conti?
Yeah, Bill Conti did.
Yeah, because he was quite.
Did the Rocky
he's
film.
quite big.
He was a
early
Rocky
80s.
person.
Yeah, I definitely thought it suffered.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Soundtrack, it just wasn't the same.
I remember the audience kill themselves laughing at this bit where the car hits it and it starts spinning round, and they were just crying with laughter. I mean, this film was such a joy. I mean, I can't explain how. What I'm saying is, the audience was just laughing all the way through this film, and as I said, it's very rare that you get a film that people enjoyed, and also it's very rare to go to cinema these days and
see a film that you actually do
packed
enjoy.
out. Yeah, and people actually want to be there or know they're in for a good time. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes these days you got to see the film and you just hope it isn't woke. You know, so
it really is the golden age of Bond movies is right here.
Yeah.
I will say for the regulars in the chat, more Top Gun news tomorrow. So, Melvin Deeply, Flash Gordon was a great movie. Loved that movie.
Not
The
fun.
trivia said apparently they wrote the characters. The people who played some of the characters in Flash Gordon, they wanted them in this movie.
I don't think Prince Volton would have worked in the middle of this.
Probably not.
No. He wouldn't
But it
have.
would have been interesting.
That got a huge roar in the cinema
Flying
when the wheel hits the top of that car.
Yeah.
He says, "Take the low road." Not that low. That was the one where the car turns over.
What was the car? Was Spy Who Loved Me, where the car flies through the air and then it goes into the top of the building? Very reminiscent a little bit.
Goes into the top of the building.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Jaws. Yeah.
Okay,
See, the acting in this scene is so awful.
Is that because of
her, especially?
Oh, because of Miss Bucket.
Yeah, I thought. Well, actually, she was dubbed, but still, it just didn't work for me. This scene. This is the scene where he says, "You dig 2 graves. If you get after revenge, dig 2 graves." And I just thought it just came across as really bad, especially from her, even though her voice was dubbed.
Why did they voice her or dub her voice again?
Because she's French and she had a French accent, thick French accent. Also, she was scared of going underwater. She can't swim. So all the scenes that you see her underwater, it's all a visual effect.
She had a nasal condition, apparently.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
Well, that was her excuse.
What a bad casting decision there.
Yeah, well, they got her because she was beautiful. Let's face it.
Right, she gained another phone since the last shot.
No, they're all the same.
There's 4 now. Yeah, black.
That's true.
Yeah, black, green, red, grey.
Roger Moore always looks great in a suit, doesn't he? He always kicks it in a suit.
Very
He
sharp.
cleans up very well.
Yeah.
He always looks very
Dapper.
Yes, that's the word.
Sean the Bus, I asked this: Is this the first time Roger Moore's eyebrows outacted him? Quite possibly.
Wow.
Look, Roger Moore's a good actor. I mean, he didn't get the
Yeah.
chance to actually exercise his acting chops because obviously it's easy to make money and doing the Bond films. But let's face it, right?
Great actor.
After Sean Connery, it's Roger Moore. I don't care what anyone says. It's always Roger Moore.
Yeah, I'd watched Roger Moore previously in The Saint, and I thought he was great in that.
Yeah.
So he's always been my favourite Bond, I would say, out of the many.
And there's
Same
Boba Fett.
Second time appearance for Boba Fett, folks.
Yeah.
So it is.
Yeah, it's Boba Fett again.
Jeremy Bullock.
Yeah, he got killed in Spy Love Me, and now he's back.
Wow.
Boba Fett. So we have
Stinging
Hugh
in the
Gadgets.
rain. Stupid line.
Who comes up with these fucking inventions, eh?
He does. It's cute.
They're walking through here, and it's like a massacre museum.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all done for a joke, though, isn't it? It's all done for a joke.
Red Lotus.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice car.
Pop-up headlights. I used to have a car with pop-up headlights back in the day.
Lotus must have just been counting the pennies.
But he only came in to do his cameo thing as Q in almost every Bond film. But the Bond film that they did use him more than that was Octopussy and License to Kill, when he had more of just a cameo part. Do you believe?
In the chats, Time Profit, Low Time Profit, just rewatched Misery. Cockney Spot channel.
Wow, the hype technology. Bloody hell.
This is this is the latest in computer identity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at those big magnetic tapes.
Yeah.
This is like the Dali of its time, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just type in what you want to see.
Plus
I don't understand the reason
red
for
light.
red light in this scene. It was just stupid.
Just to make it look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of.
I remember the
That's right, 'cause
line.
it'd have to be undeveloped, wouldn't it, for that to be any use?
What's that line? A nose, Q, not a banana.
Yeah, exactly.
Wouldn't the high tech vector graphics have a red tinge to them also?
I don't know. It's just obviously this is done by animation, trying to make it look like a computer. So
apparently, I was wrong. Stephen King movie. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you didn't realize Misery was Stephen King? I thought you were
he
kidding.
was trying to crack a joke.
Yes.
I'm here all year.
It's funny because like this stuff is standard with the Chinese government now.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh dear.
There it is, that line.
His future husband coming up. Gerard.
Octangle. Glasses, octagonal.
Specs and everything. Just traced his face to make that happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There
My
he goes.
God, Ezra Miller.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's wanted everywhere.
He's wanted in 1981. 10 years before he was born.
Fantastic. How do you know when he was born? That's a bit odd.
Damn, you looking him up?
No, I just made it up.
All
I was taking an educated guess.
Oh, I love that printer. Look at that.
Look at that dot matrix printer.
Dot matrix.
Oh,
yeah. Fantastic.
State of the fucking art.
Yeah, fantastic. But when I was in the cinema, I used to think, oh, that's really great technology they got there. Yeah.
So the computer is the file of the person.
Goodbye. Yeah, that's what it says there.
Yeah. So red Lotus this time.
No, Julian Glover was up for Bond a long time ago. Didn't get it though. Yeah, long time.
Yeah. I wouldn't have liked him as Bond, I don't think.
So they're going to wherever this is, Austria, or because the file said last known location. Is that right? Or is he meeting somebody?
He's meeting what's his name? I can't remember the guy's name. The sacrificial lamb. The
Italian guy.
So every Bond film has a sacrificial lamb in it, and he was the sacrificial lamb. In Octopus, it was Vijay Armatraz because he got killed with a yo-yo. Would you believe?
Yeah, yeah.
And before that was somebody else. I can't remember. I don't think Spy Love Me had a sacrificial lamb actually, or did it?
Didn't Vijay die in Star Trek 4 as well?
No, he didn't. He was just reporting on what was happening, but he didn't die though.
All right, okay.
I don't think he did.
He had to make the engineer did a solar sail, didn't he? Makeshift on the ship. Anyway, moving on. Not Brian. Ezra Miller, born 1992. I was close then.
What, did Brian jump off?
It was just a little message for the chat there. I don't think Brim's going to pick it up.
Well, it says Ezra Miller, evidently.
Testing me.
Ferrara, that's the person who you're supposed to meet. Isn't that Ferrara?
Yeah, that's him.
Yes.
Yeah, because Ferrara gets killed, doesn't he? They kill him.
Yeah. Nice scene.
What a lovely location. Fantastic. So he has to meet at 10 a.m.
I would have just sat there going, Tafana Oam. What does that mean?
yeah. You would have done that.
Melvin in the chat. Wade. Yes. That was a sad loss. Also, Andy, rest in peace, Calculum.
It's funny.
Yes, sad loss.
It's funny how they always leave messages for Bond. Why can't they just call him? Hello, Bond. Just meet me at him. Why do they have to do all this disguise things and stuff? It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Because it's a spy movie.
Yeah.
This was very... Which Bond film Was it Spectre?
No, you're talking about
Craig.
Majesty's Secret Service. No, Craig never did anything in the snow at all.
He did something on a cable car, I thought, but I don't think it
Yeah,
was
Spectre,
snowy.
wasn't it? Yeah, Spectre.
Yeah, it wasn't in the snow, right? It was just a cable car.
Because
I don't remember.
the Bond girl was a doctor in a clinic on the top of a mountain.
Yeah. But he didn't do any skiing action or anything like that. This is Ferrara.
What are they discussing here? What's he?
Well, basically telling him about Christatos and other people that are associated with him and stuff like that. And he basically knows the lay of the land when it comes to spies and who rules the roost in that area. So yeah.
But he misjudged what's his face because that was his point of contact.
So the skier lady, who was actually a genuine skier, who competed.
Lee Holly Johnson was her name or something like that. What a lucky guy, eh? He stars in Bond, then he ends up in Indiana Jones as well. Freaking hell. Talk about luck. And Empire Strikes Back. Holy crap.
And Game of Thrones.
And Game of Thrones too.
Didn't
yeah.
Doctor Who as well.
Didn't Spielberg want to direct this one?
No, Spielberg wanted to direct. I think the next one that was following was after Jaws. They wanted him to do Spy Love Me, I think it was, but he turned it down to do Close Encounters because he was doing Close Encounters.
And then George came along and said, "I've got something far
better."
Well,
he went after Close Encounters. He went to the Bond people and said, I'm available if you want me. And then somebody told him, no, they won't hire Americans. They'll always hire British directors. Yeah. And so he was pissed off. There's Locke.
Mm-hmm.
She's quite cute there, actually.
She is, yeah. Happy face.
Yeah.
Oh, God, unhappy face.
Yeah. She was the trainer, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you seen this guy? Yeah, it's up there. Up there somewhere.
It's up there, mate.
It's up there, mate.
Romeo, Tango, November, Zulu. Hello, mate. Julian Glover was a Doctor Who villain in a series starring Tom Baker and written by Douglas Adams. John Cleese cameos in it.
Certainly does.
That is top trivia, folks.
I just said
Very
it was
cool.
Doctor Who, did I not?
I wasn't listening.
Wait a minute. What film are we watching here?
We are watching For Your Eyes Only. Basically the costume people had to disguise Roger Moore's fat belly. They had to give him stuff to wear so that you couldn't see he had a fat belly.
Right. I mean, you really can't tell because they hide it very well on.
They hide it very well, yeah.
Yeah.
I even noticed that every time he's even in the last Bond film when he's in bed, they always have the cover that comes straight up to his chest.
Yeah.
They never go below the waist because obviously he's a man of age. So.
Exactly.
Would he have been 50 when he was making
No,
this?
he's older. He was a lot older.
54 he was.
All right, I was going to say early 50s.
Really?
Yeah.
Or at least 54 when it was released.
Yeah. Franco Glover also in Blake 7.
Did the BBC rounds, Glover.
I've only ever watched Blake 7 once.
I love the spikes on the wheels of the motorbikes. It makes no sense, but hey, it's a James Bond film.
That's right. That was pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so in the window, he's going to a arms shop, isn't he, that sells crossbows?
No, he's following Melina. Melina's going to buy her.
Yeah, he goes into a flower shop.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Melvin, 54. So that means
even though they wanted it grounded, they still had the James Bond humor in this, didn't they? Sorry, Ian, I interrupted.
I was going to say, so his last Bond outing, he would have been 58, 59?
Mm-hmm. He was very old.
Wow. Well, no wonder. Yeah.
He aged really well, though. You know.
Yeah, he really did.
Yeah.
I thought he was in his 40s in the last Bond movie. So
Andy, snow bikes do have spikes.
Well, not those kind of spikes.
Those are evil-looking spikes.
The florist, I think she was in a 80s sitcom in the UK. I remember that face.
He looks familiar.
There you go, spikes. He's trying
What's
to
that line?
scene,
There's a line he says once everything is finished. He gives the lady the flowers. I can't remember what the line was though. I should know this.
Oh, I don't remember. I just watched it a couple weeks ago.
Look at his see, his zip. It's got B on it.
Yeah. I know that.
Brilliant.
You talking about the line after the crash?
Yeah.
I think it says, send it to the family.
Yeah, send it to the
yeah,
funeral. That's it. Something like send it to the funeral or something like that. Donate to the funeral.
Well, lilies are the flower of death.
Yeah.
Ew. So Bond has seen the motorbikes are going to try and take her down.
But Bond rescues her. Boom.
Robin Young was the name of the lady in the flower shop.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, she was in some in a 80s sitcom in the UK.
There we go.
Actually, I think it might be the. Actually, I'm talking rubbish. The girl. That's the girl in the, not the one who was serving.
Good stunt. Smash.
Because he put the bots in again. My God.
He did a Indiana Jones, didn't he, on the bike? Because Indiana Jones did that in the third one, didn't he? With the flag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
This is
remember
the line,
here.
isn't it?
Yeah, something about lilies or funeral, or whatever it is. I can't remember.
Should have sent it to the family or something.
Yeah.
So yeah. Amore, amore, as that guy keeps saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big back projection shots. God, why do they do this? They could have just shot it there. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Put some tracks down or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Would they have done things like pickups and reshoots for these films back then?
They do schedule in a couple more weeks after the initial shoot, just in case anything goes wrong, and they do have insurance as well, so if something goes wrong. But normally, you would. I mean, I don't understand why. Maybe I don't know. I don't understand why they wouldn't shoot that there with Roger.
Do you think that might have been one of the pickups?
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is. But the thing is that maybe it snowed heavily or something like that, and they couldn't do it. You know, it could be any reason, really. But
I thought that said non-masturbate.
Oh, dear.
It does.
And you're saying it. We've got a filthy mind in this stream, bro.
No, I'm blind.
No wonder.
Yeah, my mother said if you do that, you'll go blind, and she was right. God bless her. Somebody's in the room.
Stream killer. Fucking hell.
Well, it killed my eyes, mate.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Too young.
American thought in my bed.
Yeah.
Begone.
Well, you know, thank goodness, because otherwise they'd call James Bond a pedophile.
But how did she get into his room?
Open the door.
The door wasn't opened.
Locks
was
were
locked.
easier
Well, then
to
she
pick
closed-
in the 80s than they are now. So
Yeah.
Age of consent is 16 in the UK, Brenny, so we're all right.
yeah, but in America it's
14 in
No, wait,
France.
Let's not go there.
18 in America.
Oh, good for you.
Roger Moore.
Put some clothes on, you skanky little whore.
Oh my God, that would have been an amazing line.
And then have his eyebrows move up and down.
But they used to put a sound effect in what is that show called? Splitting Image,
Splitting
didn't they? Roger Moore can't ski, so they had to create this thing for him so they can pull him along. So Roger Moore can't ski
Oh,
in real
I
life.
thought
Yeah,
he
he
could
can't ski in
ski.
real life.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he can't ski in real life. So
Well,
every
neither
shot
can
you
I.
see him, you see here he's getting pulled along by a trolley. So
That's amazing.
yeah. There's Locke.
I will say the bots are persistent this evening.
It's really fun. They're looking for Locke everywhere, and yet he's there. Do you know what I mean? He's there. Oh yeah, and this is the guy that she fancies, isn't it? She fancies him.
Oh, that's
East
Charles
German.
Dance.
No, that's not Charles
No,
Dance.
No, I thought he was the assassin.
No, he's not Charles
He's
Dance.
not.
Charles Dance turns up. You'll see a picture
In
of
a
him when he
moment.
turns up. Yeah.
Okay.
Tries to kill Bond.
Have you not got your glasses on, Reni?
I do.
Isn't it amazing how everybody all around them was just okay with this happening?
Yeah.
He's a good shot either way. Good particular. He got a good skill set. Yeah.
Roger looks terrible in that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Could have got something better to wear.
So the bikes with spikes are still there. They're still trying to take Bond out, aren't they?
Yeah. I wonder what restaurant they're going to take him to.
Yeah.
Hey.
So the East German Olympiad is shooting at Bond now, isn't he? And Bond's pinned down.
Trying to reach his gun. There's a big mistake in this. It's really ridiculous. Which basically he has two. You know, when you're skiing, you have those two club things. What do you call it when you're
pikes?
The sticks. And in one scene, one of the sticks gets shot and it gets broken in half. And then another scene, he has it back again. It's like, what? Well, it was broken before.
Because the assassin has shot his gun out of his hand is such a good shot.
He was trying to reach it with the stick, and that's where the stick gets smashed in half. And then, I think when he comes off the bobsleigh thing, he has both of them back for some reason. That's why. Wow, Roger Moore did that stunt perfectly, didn't he?
Melvin in the chat, knocking it out of the park though.
Here comes Charles Dance in this scene somewhere.
This one?
No, the next scene, the next bit.
The chat message.
Oh.
Thank you, Melvin. Time Prophet. Yes, he did a cunning stunt, yes. All baddies drive East German Mercedes.
Well, it's probably advertisement, and they probably got a lot of cars for free, didn't they?
Bacon.
Bacon.
Twice in one night.
Shit, what's the time? He's trying to get in there, isn't he? Quattro. That scene. Such a daft scene.
Is that Borat in the background?
Yeah, I thought that was Borat, yeah.
Lord Lucan.
Yeah. Or Lord Lucan, yes.
There he is. Charles Dance. You just missed him. There he is, on the left.
Oh, okay. I thought he was the blonde. That sounds like that doesn't look like him.
It's not.
I saw his name in the credits and I thought, oh, cool, Charles Dance is in this, and he literally has two scenes and one of them is blown away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
this
Roger
reminded me of. This was a bit what reminded me of Spectre a little.
There he is.
Charles Dance. See him?
Quattro.
Okay.
Got a broken nose.
Because I was like, he really doesn't look like him.
Does look like him. Here we go. Could I not tell that James Bond wasn't part of that. He's wearing completely different clothes.
Time Prophet, he was also in Game of Thrones as well as Julian Glover.
He was.
Yep. I liked him best in The Golden Child.
I
Eddie
liked
Murphy,
him in
though.
Last Action Hero. I thought he was quite funny.
Oh, that's such a great film, is that? Last Action Hero is a fantastic film.
Shame the audience didn't think so.
Yeah.
Big flop.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan, I'll be honest.
Look, they're all wearing the gear to do that sport, and Roger Moore, couldn't they? Didn't they know that he wasn't part of it? It's like, what the hell?
So they're all they think they've got him cornered. He's waiting. Charles
Dance to try and take out Bond.
Borat.
One
in
guy
the background.
is black.
Yeah.
One. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's gone down. He's gone down the slope. There's Borat.
I like the set. They've got their contingency scare after him, though, haven't they? Sitting on the side, waiting for him to go off.
Franco, Love Action, Last Action Hero. It is a great film. Time Prophet dipped his hands in his pocket to see that. Can you believe it? Romeo. Yes, great in Golden Child and Last Action Hero. He was in Alien as well, wasn't he? Number
3.
3.
He was. Best thing about it, really.
Yeah.
And Sigourney Weaver.
And Brian Glover. So,
Bing.
Yeah. Lots of blurry pictures on this, folks. Sorry.
That's where the chase starts, right there.
Yeah.
Music kicks in, and there's a big chase.
And it's got like that 80s montage, like music in the background.
Can't beat a montage, can you?
That's right. It was
stupid
so
little
80s.
gags as well, isn't it? Stupid gags in there as well.
Yeah, but that was like so 80s because I love that scene just for the 80s cheesiness.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, this is so cute.
Don't you think this was a little bit of a copycat scene from Spy Who Loved Me?
Oh, it's a different setting, isn't it? So you got snow, you got bikes, and it's just a different kind of setting, really. And there you go, the Bond joke. There's always a Bond thing like that. There's always a joke like that. But I mean, that's what I mean. Even though it's silly, it just brings a smile to your face. I said, there's nothing like that in the latest Bond films.
I would
take
say,
it too seriously.
I would just say good night, Andy.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks for stopping by.
And nuking the bots. Thank you, sir.
Oh, it made me laugh that bit in the cinema. Rushes through their food.
I love how he just keeps going.
Yeah.
It's Bond, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well,
See, look,
I
he gets rid of that, so he's only got one now.
Yeah.
He's going to only have one, and it's only half that he's got as well.
But he's James Bond.
But when he comes off the bobsleigh thing, he's got 2.
He stole somebody else's. We just didn't see it.
Maybe.
That's what I tell myself. Okay. So that it makes sense.
I read the stunt double lost his life on this scene.
Oh.
I don't know. Did he?
Yes. The course apparently was at a dangerous bend.
Aww.
And then a few weeks later, a professional athlete came off on the same bend and died.
Good night, Mr. Angel. Sorry. Mr. Angel has to go.
Good to see you again, Mr. Angel. It's been a while. I will say to Melvin, yes, is the answer. Pray.
Good stunt, though.
Oh, this, my God. If he'd have timed that a second late, poof, his head's gone.
Good stunt with the bikes as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and that back projection shot made me laugh.
So we're probably looking at the stuntman who lost his life on this.
Are you sure he lost his life?
Yeah, I'd look in the trivia. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh
That's
God!
such
All the back protection shots all got a green tint to them.
Yeah,
haven't they?
yeah.
Weird.
Oh, lovely in blue there, then green. Yeah. I will say to Melvin, I think Lord Chord is doing a review. I think what we'll do is maybe do a live kind of
Thing
discussion. On Prey. Yeah.
I'm game.
Best Predator movie since the original.
That's what some people are saying, but other people are saying it sucks, and then you have some people saying that it's like it's all right, you know.
Yeah, it's all right.
So I don't know. Yeah, see, so you just I don't know.
Is where he tries to shoot Bond, but his gun's bent, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he fell over.
I thought this very Spectre again, you know, where the plane goes through the thing in Spectre.
Yeah, but like Spectre took it from this. This was the OG.
Yeah. So his gun's bent, so he can't shoot, so he throws it at him.
No, he throws the bike at him.
Yeah.
He throws the gun at him.
Yeah, I was like,
everything
who
at
the
him.
hell throws a bike?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell?
Who throws
Strong.
a bike? Honestly.
Yeah.
But they've shown how strong he is, haven't they?
Yeah.
Like he's.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the hell?
This
You
is
can know
where
what to laugh.
is where Ferrara gets it, isn't he? He gets it because
Yeah,
he's waiting in the
think
car. He says,
so.
"Don't push any buttons." Leaves him in the car.
Melvin says there was a snowboarder that got paralysed making a Roger Moore Bond film.
Aw.
One when he's skiing down a mountain at the start.
Don't know if that's true, but hey.
Red Lotus looking good.
Yeah.
Italian agent.
Oh, James, have you come to penis me, James?
It's really funny because it's very interesting. They had that big chase with the bikes and the thing, and then they had another action scene like three minutes later, and this is another action scene, but this is played with pure comedy. This scene, which is quite interesting.
It was awkward to me. I didn't find it very funny. It was just like awkward. It's like, oh. Awkward.
But it obviously meant because every time he hit somebody and he pushed him in a goal, you heard the thing.
Now that part I liked.
Didn't you? Yeah, so
that part I liked.
A comedic thing.
Because they're trying to take Bond out now, the hockey players.
Yeah.
Which is so dumb. I'm like, what?
It's like, well, why would he just stay in the middle of the ice rink when everybody's gone? It just doesn't make
and
any
then just
sense.
start like fighting the hockey players like that.
What did these three henchmen think was going to happen? Did they think, I tell you what, lads, let's dress up as hockey players?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Frank, we should just go in there and shoot him. No. Put the hockey gear on, I promise you.
It'd be fun.
It'd be a laugh.
Exactly.
Right.
Let's dress up as Friday the 13th. So he's just put one of them in the goal.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it is quite amusing, this scene, but as I said, you know, it doesn't make any sense. As 3PO points out, why don't they just shoot him? You know, why don't from a distance or something? You know,
because that would have been too easy.
Yeah.
Can we also note where the jabroni was in the last scene, on the last frame?
Who?
The next one. No, it's before the fight started. It's right over the other side of the rink. But suddenly it gets a lot closer.
Yeah.
I think the slides need to be going forward, not back. Okay.
Yeah.
So another one's gone in. Melvin Deeply, Prey was all right. Better than Predator. Sorry, The Predator, for sure. Not a patch on Arnie. And it had a lot of oh dear moments, but still all right for a bit of action and escapism.
I agree.
Friend of mine says it's like having Ray all over again.
No, it wasn't that bad. Is this where he gets hit by the snow cleaner or something, or the ice cleaner?
Yes.
Yeah. Stupid.
Which film did something similar? Was it Deadpool?
I can't remember.
Deadpool, yeah, Deadpool. Like he's torturing a guy.
Yeah.
Didn't Austin Powers do something like this as well?
Yeah, with their car.
We should maybe do Deadpool at some point.
Oh my God, I love Deadpool.
Oh, good for you. So I think Bond's won, hasn't he?
Yeah, he wound up winning.
Well, he won and he lost because when he came out, his contact was dead. So
yeah, got
killed by Locke because he left his
door
his
open.
little pin in there, so he knew it was Locke.
Yeah,
there it is, the pin stuff. Roger Moore needs to cut his fingernails. Look at that.
Yeah, they're a little long.
Carrie Fisher coke finger going on.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Coke finger.
Oh my.
So meanwhile, back on the islands.
It's you. So I've got a jacket that's covering my stomach again. Even though it's hot. Even though the weather is really hot.
Leading ladies that can't act seem to be a thing from this time, don't they?
Mm.
Yeah.
But they didn't choose them for their acting. They choose them because
for
of
their
their
looks.
For their looks, didn't they? You know. I mean, broccoli would be considered sexist in today's world. But the thing is,
yes.
Yeah, but Broccoli was only trying to find the best looking stuff to be in a Bond film, the best locations, the best looking women, you know, which means they had to have boobs and bum and, you know what I mean, and look gorgeous. But Broccoli wasn't obviously part of, yeah, he was part of this film, wasn't he? He was still alive, wasn't he? He did this one.
Yep.
I think so.
There's nothing wrong with that, really. If you want the actress to look her best on screen, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but today, I guess it's problematic.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so casino scene. Bond is trying to find is it the Topol character?
Yeah,
I forget what it's called.
No, Christatus is the villain. Who's the Topol character? Columbo.
Oh, right,
so basically, Christatus told him that Columbo was the one that was causing all the problems, and he needs to stop him. But obviously, it was the other way around.
Yeah,
this guy's
was
been
a
in
fake
a lot.
out.
Yeah, he was a jobbing actor, wasn't he?
Yeah, with a strange eye.
He's the Rancor keeper in Return of the Jedi as well.
He is indeed.
Oh yeah,
he is indeed.
He was Kit Curran's pal. Remember that?
No.
Remember Kit Curran, the comedy with Dennis Lawson.
Moving on.
The radio DJ. You're old enough to remember that, Brown. We'll get out of that.
I probably never watched it. It's not ringing a bell. Okay, so the
Here's
Countess,
Bosnia's wife,
the Countess from Liverpool.
And old Roger James Bond's really good at this game.
That's right.
Time Prophet. I watched Kit Curran. I can't remember it.
Walter Donovan. Oh no, that's the wrong character. And they killed the Countess as well, didn't they? That girl doesn't look happy.
Well, all his money's gone. In the chat, I remember Kit Curran. It was very funny.
Kit Curran, king of the airwaves.
Can't remember it.
Bloke's name's Paul Brook. The one with the wonky eye.
Oh, okay. The Rancor keeper.
He's always ordering, a vodka martini or, on Bollinger 65 or something like that, isn't he? He knows exactly what he wants. Bond. But there he is. Columbo. Not the Columbo, of course.
Because Bond thinks he's the baddie, doesn't he?
Well, because of what Christatus was saying to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to convince him that he was the villain.
I mean, he did a pretty good job because you don't realize that he's the bad guy until it's too late. It's like, oh crap, wrong bad guy.
Yeah.
Brian's put a link in the chat, folks, for Kit Cohen if you want to check that out later.
Let's hijack the stream and talk about Dennis Lawson's career.
And this is what is it? He liked what is it? What nuts did he like eating?
Pistachio.
Pistachio. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say D's nuts.
Yeah, D's nuts.
Do you know, this guy reminds me of Tony Dalton, who plays Lalo in Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Is this you throw some drink in his face or something like that? I can't remember.
Yeah, because they're playing, aren't they?
Yeah.
MC, is that the same Dennis Lawson as Wedge?
Yes.
McGregor's uncle or whatever, yeah.
Yep.
The one who said he'd never do any Star Wars again, and then the big fat paycheck arrived, and there he was.
A lot of actors say a lot of things, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all about the money, dude. They don't give a shit. They're all whores.
For your eyes only. James.
So Bond follows the Countess to find out who the Columbo is.
And she's not happy either.
No.
She's like, he's supposed to be with me, sleeping with Pierce Brosnan's wife. What's going on?
Soft focus. Do you notice that?
Yeah, very soft focus. It looks like John Saxon.
Yeah, just a bit. Yeah, Driver's keeping an eye. Goes back to the villa.
See, if this was today, it'd be like, well, thank you, Mr. Bond. And she shut the door in his face.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it? It'd be the usual shit.
He spots the fake accent, and then she just says, I'm from Liverpool. So next day.
Well, it didn't take him very long to get there, did it?
No. I think she actually got injured on this. Or was it Charles Dance? One of the two. Somebody got injured on this scene.
I think it was Charles Dance.
Yeah.
Because Pierce Brosnan would never allow her to get injured.
Yeah.
He was there on the set.
So, Locke. They're very persistent, if anything.
Thing is, though, why don't they just use a gun?
Why take an ATV
beach
on
buggy?
the beach?
Yeah, why would you do that? Look at his belly.
Yeah.
I love the fact that the evil German guy is still clad in black leather.
Yeah.
In the middle of summer, yeah.
Yeah.
I will run you over.
She's gonna get it, isn't
run, run, love, run. Boom, stunt woman.
Yeah, that was rough, man. I'm like, oh.
I was just like, you bastards. I'll get you for this.
Well, he did because he went over the
Stuntman
top.
for Roger.
Yeah.
Stuntman for
There's
Roger.
Charles Dance.
With some hair. And he gets it, of course.
And
Holding a
then,
Walter P38.
and just about to pop out the water.
Poor old Charles.
Gone. Arrow. Lockers off.
And they come. That's Columbo's friends.
In the chats, Romeo, hey, Mr. Brown, that's me. What about a stream on the old X-Men films? Just rewatch them. Much better than anything Marvel's done in years.
They don't call them X-Men films anymore. They're calling them the mutants now.
Oh, no, X-Persons.
No, they're calling them the mutants. When they make the film, they're not going to call it X-Men. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Stream killer.
But that's the name of the freaking comics.
Yeah, well,
and
you're having a go.
stupid.
You're having a go at us that we're on your side, love. So
Yeah, I know. It's dumb because like the X comes from Charles Xavier. Anyways, sorry, moving on.
We're on your side, love.
I know. Just dumb.
What's all the loves? That's beginning to sound like an episode of Coronation Street.
Oh, I
Shut
love.
up, love. So the duff from above.
It could have been an easy way to ask him to get on the boat. Why do I have to hit him on the head? Ridiculous. Poor old Roger.
Romeo.
Look at his belly.
Yeah.
I know. Poor
His
little
paunch.
thing.
Like Elon Musk.
Does Romeo mean the original X-Men or the
new
rebooted
ones? The new ones. There's a heavy rumor that when they remake it for it's going to be called Mutants instead of X-Men. Look at that
Best
belly.
thing you can do is not watch that crap.
I didn't know that guy that did Orville was in it.
There you go, Melvin Deeply. They've got
Keith Harris right there. Didn't know Keith Harris was in it.
They've got Ellen Page. Must be good.
Oh, bloody hell! It's not Ellen Page.
Page
Elliot
was in
Page,
the
isn't it?
Oh,
Isn't she called Elliot Page now?
I don't know.
Yes, but when
Be
Elliot
careful.
was Ellen, Ellen played Kitty Pryde in
She
X-Men
did, yeah.
3 and Days of Future Past.
I'm confused. Okay. Topol. Who does Topol work for then?
Doesn't work for anyone. He works for himself.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a smuggler. He smuggles a lot of things, but he's not the bad guy, as he explains to Bond, because he gives his gun back to Bond, doesn't he?
Do you know we've had more sex bots on this stream tonight than the 18 months I've been on this platform? Can you believe it?
They know you're lonely. Trying to help a dude out.
Hot droids in your area.
Oh,
dear.
Like, there was a guy that married his sex doll or whatever.
I made a film out of that.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least you got to buy a round of drinks.
He cheated on her, and then they got a divorce. Yeah.
Oh,
like, compliant.
Yeah, not that one, but there was a film made about a guy that was in love with his sex doll, and it starred Ryan Gosling. Would you believe? It was a long time ago. Yeah.
There's an episode of Outer Limits that did the same. Valerie.
Yes.
23.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it wasn't Andy Mouse, was it?
Oh my gosh, poor
Moving
guy.
on. We love you, Andy. You know that. So this is the recording from the previous night, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was listening to them.
They go to the house in Albania.
Yeah. Is he telling him about the drugs yet?
Well, he
Or does that come later?
he smuggles drugs and spashets and nuts and and all kinds of things. But he's not a murderer. He was just trying to explain to Bond, wasn't he? And then he gave Bond his gun back. So that was the thing that made Bond realize that he wasn't what
He's
Christakis
like, the one
was
you
saying.
want is who you want is Christakis.
Yeah.
He's like, what? That's my contact.
There you
He's
go.
like, well, but that's who you want.
Romeo, he wants the Bryan Singer problematic director, films X-Men.
Agreed.
Yeah, Bryan Singer's really gone down, hasn't he?
Literally.
Yeah. Well, that's what he's accused of. But there you go.
Where's that sex line? Days of Future Past. What a film.
Exactly. I was gonna say you're really invested in that, Brown. I'm a little scared. But yeah.
It's just
X2 and
who wouldn't be? It's one click away. Who wouldn't be?
I think he's saying we'll drink to our partnership or something like that.
Yeah. And Bond doesn't trust him.
You have Thrasos. I can't remember what he says, that stupid line.
Melvin, apparently the drink is on another channel. He's probably sending the bots over to shut us down.
The drinker?
Yeah, he's streaming today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
I think he's flying solo, isn't he, Reni?
No, Josh is there.
Oh, what a surprise. I did like this scene.
Yeah.
Because he handed him the gun, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's drink to that, shall we? Or
Yeah.
something like I can't remember what the line was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like him though. I think he's a really good actor, and it's a
Yeah,
shame
no,
he
I
hasn't been
liked
in a lot
him.
of films. Yeah.
He
He has
was
a
really
lot of
good in
charisma.
Flash.
You know how he got the part? The Broccoli's were at a party, and they saw him, and they said, "Oh, maybe you can play the villain." And that's how he got the part. So he didn't have to audition or anything like that.
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
good.
Yeah, that was easy.
Yeah. In
So
fact, I think Roger Moore got the part for Bond the same way. I think Broccoli's were at a party, and he was there.
Well, we're lucky for that one because.
Okay, so the deal's been done, and they're going to go raid. I think they're going to go raid a distribution center or a warehouse, aren't they?
A lot of model work in this sequence. And this is the bit where Roger Moore argued so hard not to do the scene that he did, but the director told him, "Nope, do it." And in the end, he had to do it.
I think Topol got injured on this scene, apparently.
Did he?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, trivia said he got injured.
Wow.
Almost gets shot.
Yeah. All these are very dark, folks, so I do apologise if you can't see much.
If I was a rich man.
Yeah. Lots of drums.
Those were the drugs, weren't they? The drum scene?
Yes, the opium.
Opium, that was it, yeah.
Raw opium. There's the mines, the World War II mines, or the modern ones. So, was the original explosion them trying to sink the ship? I don't know.
Who knows?
Because the mine did look quite old, though, didn't it? So,
who knows? Hand grenades?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to make an appearance.
Yes.
God, this film is long.
It is. Bullets are in the containers, aren't they? So they're finding what's the contents. Bond getting high, yeah.
I don't understand why they don't in films when they do that, rub it on their teeth or something. It's like, why aren't you getting get high? Are you not going to get high?
What is it, Bond? God damn, it's something really good.
It's
got my spine on fire.
He'd probably go, I don't know what it is, and he lick it, and then he goes, let me try it again, and again, and again.
One more try,
out of
I'll
his
know
mind.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
That was in Police Squad, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? Oh, right.
The film, the movies.
Yeah.
He tries it, takes one, he's in the background, he's liking it, and he just keeps on going.
You're talking about Naked Gun?
Yeah.
Naked Gun, that was it.
Yeah. That's
that big thing rolls over the guy, doesn't it?
So they're in a bit of a standoff, so they decide to kick the containers, don't they?
The big toilet rolls, yeah.
Yeah, to get things moving.
Yeah, it's got it set to blow. Everybody out.
Why is there mines there? I don't understand.
Because it's a Bond film and it doesn't make sense.
For the danger aspect, and you can be
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh, there's mines, they could be blown up.
Well, I mean, that could suggest that it was set up by Locke and company. That they knew the frigate was part of the government, and they knew that the ATAC was in there. So
right, so
it could suggest that
plot to get it. Yeah. Time Prophet Gordon's alive is,
and they just got hand grenades just lying around everywhere.
Yeah,
it's very, very bad health and safety.
Yeah,
horrible.
Yeah, but they are villains, though, aren't they? So
yeah.
Time Prophet. They need those toilet rolls for Daniel Craig's Bond because they are shite. Moving on.
Boom, again.
Yeah.
I haven't
intense
seen
face
that
shot.
actor
Sorry.
in anything. I haven't seen that actor in anything since this film. Have you guys? The guy who plays Locke.
No, I'll have a look. I'll have a look and see if there's anything.
Not really. No, I could be wrong.
Derek Medding's explosion.
Yeah, so Locke's gone away in the murk.
And Roger Moore has to run and badly up the stairs.
Yeah, because
you can tell he's really tired. Yeah. Tries to shoot
cut
him,
off,
doesn't get him.
Pass, yeah.
He was in Minder, that guy, believe it or not.
Wow.
Lots of dark shots, sorry, folks. So Bond's
running up the stairs really slowly.
Yeah.
And there he is.
Yeah. So we see this on the trailer, don't we?
Shoots him in the arm.
More dark shots. I do apologise.
What a great role. He didn't have one line in this film at all.
No, not really. No.
And this is the scene that Roger Moore didn't want to do, and the director had to tell him he has to do it. He hated the idea that Bond will,
push him over the edge.
Push him over, yeah.
I think Moore's right here. This is one of the scenes I remember when I was a kid thinking, I don't like this guy, and it was because of this.
No, I thought this was spot on because he killed the Countess and he killed Ferrara, and he deserved to die. And Bond's an assassin.
I know, but I know I can see your point of view. I didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
It seemed particularly
I like
vicious.
when he makes kill.
The thing is, though, as I'm saying, but they wanted to ground this. So, Sean Connery used to do that all the time as Bond. And so they wanted to ground Bond. And I guess this scene kind of tells you who Bond really is, I guess. He's a killer.
Yeah.
Plus, we had something similar in our favourite Bond film, didn't we, Ian?
Yeah, they just ripped this scene off. They ripped it off. Yeah.
God, I fucking hate that film.
So do I.
Which
hate
one?
it. Not to Die, whatever that one was called. To Die or whatever. Something Die.
No Time to Die.
That's the one. Time to Die.
They should be ashamed of themselves.
Well, who cares? They don't care. Why should they care?
It's their business and they don't care. I don't understand.
No. They think that what they're doing is something that's right, but it's not right.
Yeah, we said they thought they were being clever, didn't we?
Well, it was. That's why I don't like Daniel Craig. It was in insistence that Daniel Craig insisted that Bond died, and it's like, well, what does that serve? What does that do? What does that mean? It's ridiculous.
I don't know.
So that's why I don't like Daniel Craig.
Craig's a dick.
Yeah, exactly. I would have never have cast him in the first place. Never, ever cast him.
The bots are back. Tired of being lonely. We'll help you. Moving on.
You're really getting a lot of support.
Yeah, it adds to the views. Cheers, bots. I appreciate the viewing, the clicks. Thank you.
Viewing pleasure. Sorry, moving on.
I thought they'd comp me a free one, but there you go. Okay. So lots of nice underwater shots now, yes?
And fake ones as well.
The underwater stuff I thought was just black.
And there you go. She's not underwater. It's fake. It's all fake. Wind machine blowing her hair. Superimposed bubbles coming out from her thing. Yeah. She wasn't underwater at all.
Oh, time profit, you naughty boy. Tired of being lonely. Why not chat on a panel? Savage. Moving on. Hoovering up.
Here comes Roger Moore.
Something on a Saturday night.
Yeah, he looks stupid in that, doesn't he? Connery always used to look good in the scuba gear, didn't he, Connery? Because he never used to wear a stupid hat like that on his head. But Roger, I don't know. Why'd they give him that for? He looks dumb.
Yeah, he looks awful.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, here you go, look. Oh, MC. You're never alone when you've got us, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
In fact, I'll say MC. I think you're due a visit to come on here soon, mate. Don't you, Reni? I think MC needs to reappear.
I would love to meet MC.
Just thinking about you say that some of these scenes weren't filmed underwater, like the close-ups.
No. Yeah, the close-ups went underwater.
I wonder if it's because of his hair. He's got that over his head.
I guess, but he does look dumb in that, though. I mean,
Does he? Looks a bit like Leo Wanker from the Paul.
It's funny that she's got so little on, and he's got this full scuba gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But also she hasn't got any breathing apparatus either. She's held her breath for a very long time, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they put down she drops a tank on she puts down the tank on the floor, doesn't she?
She does, yeah.
For later.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is weird.
Kip Ellis is in, the mighty Kip Ellis. Hello, mate.
She's going back up, isn't she? Stunt man. And there he is with his trousers and his t-shirts covering his belly again.
Parrots.
Give us a kiss. Give us a kiss.
Who's a pretty boy then?
Ian, you really sound like the parrot.
I remember this film. I know this film very well. When I was a kid, I used to quote loads of lines from this film with my friends and stuff. We thought this was great. This film.
How was your tits?
Didn't say that, but yeah.
Melvin kind of come see me, bring booze and hookers. You'll never need to be alone again. We'll pop by after the stream, Melvin, with an invite like that. Plus, we've got the link to click to get the hookers. Spot on result.
Wonder where Melvin is. I don't think he's that far away from me, is he?
Well, some of us don't have to travel far then.
There enough an hour, Melvin.
Go, Brian. Have a
Get them warmed up.
So, what are they doing here on the map? They're pointing to a map here. What's going on here?
I don't know. I think they were pointing to something. I can't remember where the ATAC was.
Yeah,
I don't know where it was
okay.
Supposedly where it was. I don't know, but
right.
Listen, guys, I have to go because I have to work tomorrow. It's all right, but yeah, I love this film. So carry on, guys.
Do you want to, before you go, just a final thought on the film before you go?
Seriously, it's so enjoyable. The acting's a bit corny. Some of the things don't make sense in it. But I'll tell you one thing: I'd rather watch this 1,000 times than the last Bond film. Definitely, that's how much I feel. So this film is well worth your time if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I'm not watching that new movie. That's for sure.
Horrible.
All right. Listen, guys, you have a good night, okay, or good evening, wherever you're from.
We'll see you tomorrow. Take care with the good luck with the Rebecca goal here.
Yeah. All right. Take it easy.
You'll do well.
Cheers.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
And then there were how many? 4. Right. Okay, so here we go. Lots of underwater stuff. I think I'll put you guys back on.
I don't like the underwater scenes. They make me very uncomfortable. I guess the whole thought of drowning to death or getting eaten by a shark I just don't like it.
I had a similar feeling with the rock climbing scene. It felt as if it was going on forever for me.
Yeah.
That peril.
Yeah.
I can understand that. Like, especially when that guy kept taking the carabiners off. It's like, damn it, stop it.
They're trying to get the ATAC, aren't they? Because now they know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
They have to use special oxygen mix, don't they, for the diving?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's what's his face and his crew above because they know they're down there. This reminded me a little bit of Jaws, with the boat with the head that comes out.
I didn't watch Jaws.
Have you never seen Jaws?
I don't like sharks.
So you've never seen Jaws?
No, I hate sharks. That's like not a not even kidding.
That is a genuine stream killer.
I've never seen Jaws either. Honestly. Double stream killer on the Powerline show.
Z,
Stream
help me
killer
out
stream.
Here. What?
Have you seen Jaws?
The movie, yes. Hasn't
Me and
everyone?
Brian haven't seen it.
What?
They haven't
I
seen
guess he
it?
missed that.
Oh, fuck
Yeah, Z
off.
stepped away for a couple minutes, so he missed that.
You
While
two
you
are
were
lying
out-
to us.
Honestly, I've seen bits. I've never seen the full thing.
I
What?
genuinely feel like ending this stream now because of that.
I've never seen Jaws. I don't like sharks. I'm like
Oh my
terrified of
God.
sharks. Yeah. It's
Here
not
we
even a
go.
joke.
There you go. What the fuck?
Sorry, MC, I can't do it. I just can't do it.
And
my
you've watched
God.
The Thing, which is nasty.
No, I try. Well, I watched some of it. Remember, I can't really do gore either. I have a hard time with that stuff. I think I saw it when I was a kid in full
Yeah.
length, but as an adult, I just can't watch
Jaws
that
is
stuff. It
not
makes me
Jaws is
sick.
not all that gory, really.
Yeah, but I still don't like sharks. I'm like deathly afraid of them.
Jaws is great and still works despite its age. I think I read this week. Did Tarantino think it's the greatest movie ever made?
Did he? Right, praise
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Didn't know that.
Movie as in kind of like a popcorn type blockbuster flick type movie. Yeah.
Mm.
If you know what I mean. He thinks it's the greatest one ever made. So there you go. You're missing out, Rennie. It is a great film, even now.
I will cut my losses on that one.
Yeah, Melvin, you hardly see the shark in it, yeah?
The bodies look kind of intact here, don't they? Consider it's been underwater for the last few months.
Yeah, that I found that really weird. I'm like, they're not decomposed or eaten.
Yeah, a police officer once told me that apparently bodies, the skin starts to come off the bone after day 3. There's your horrible factoid for the evening.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, thanks for that, Brian.
Says giving birth is more gory than Jaws and more realistic. Wow.
There's a bit.
Okay, so they're in the boat, they're trying to get the ATAC out the boat. And there it is.
I love those letters in the back.
Label. Just in case you weren't sure what it was.
It just looks like an old accounting calculator.
It does.
Yeah.
They didn't spend much money on the MacGuffin for this film, did they?
Yeah. So there's obviously things to do. They have to kind of get it off the console. You know, cut wires, magnetic seals, etc. Because I think there's a fail-safe, isn't there, that can blow.
Yeah, if they don't do
yeah.
it properly.
So one of the henchmen in his big white suit that we saw earlier is on his way. There's the instructions.
The instructions, yes.
Let's cut some
Cut
wires.
them in the exact order they're laid out.
Yes. Always cut the red wire. That's good advice. Fucking hell. Does that take you out of the film, just knowing that that is an old accountant calculator?
It did a bit.
I mean,
Yeah.
for me a little bit, but still I can enjoy it for what it was because
What are you talking about? That's state-of-the-art computer technology.
Back then.
Shut up, see?
Franco, I thought it was the blue wire. I thought it was the
Oh
red.
yeah. No, I think he's right because I want to say blue wire too.
Time Prophet. I wonder if not Brian has a knee trembler switch. Moving on.
What on earth does that mean?
Do you and Brown do some secret techno weirdness stuff behind the scenes?
Always.
I wish I knew what he was talking about.
I have
Knee
no idea.
trembler's a sexual act, isn't it?
A knee trembler switch.
I have no
Moving
idea.
on.
What
Moving
on earth
on.
are you talking about?
It's not me. It's Time Profit. It's not me.
I know it's Time Profit.
Okay, so they're removing the console from the console, and then this big white monstrosity with his claws.
Yeah. Oh, I hated that thing.
That's great, though, isn't it?
But it's so
So
dumb,
menacing.
right? Because he moves so slow and he's
Yeah.
still able to get them. I'm like, come on, guys, get the lead out here. You're faster than this dude. You know, that was frustrating. Just like, ugh. Like
So the
sitting there
guy,
screaming at the screen.
yeah, the
you
guy's
know?
attacked Bond, and has he torn? I think he's torn his suit. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no, I think he tears hers and she can't breathe.
oh right, okay.
yeah, cracks one of the air pipes on it, and she's like, "Ah, help me, James! Help me, James!"
Yeah, she really goes all girly.
It's kind of the job description for a Bond girl. Isn't it?
Yeah, fair enough.
Back then, not nowadays. Problematic. So the baddie is trying to get the console. You can see him grabbed it there. Bond is setting the timer thing, isn't it, to blow, so it takes the baddie out.
Mm-hmm.
Attaches it to the back of the suit. The baddie hears something. Fighting still goes on. Z, how many times have you seen this film, did you say?
I'd seen it twice before watching it again.
Yeah.
But I love the way through the scene where he's attacking. You can hear the timer on the back of this thing just ticking away.
Yes.
Underwater. Tick, 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 tick.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said, I've not really seen these films because it was always Spy Love Me and Moonraker that seemed to be on TV, and I don't think I paid much attention to these, so I don't really know.
You're missing out, man.
Octopussy, I don't know it at all.
Mm.
I think I've probably seen it once. So the fight's still going on. Bond, I think he's just about got it. Baddie's still pushing things about. This locker thing comes down on Bond. Tick, 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 still going.
So loud. He can hear it inside the suit.
Yeah, as you would, yeah. Franco Walker, this is MC, what's a clitoris?
Oh, dear.
And then he goes, Melvin, it's a fantasy creature.
Oh, dear.
Naughty boys, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, I almost made a joke about the man in the boat earlier, but I chose not to.
So the suit has now been ripped, I think, and I think we're going to see blood now, aren't they?
Yes.
Let's just fly
And then that's
through.
going to attract some stupid creatures.
Sharks, of course. Let's just fly through these. So the fighting, the tickety tick, still going down.
Yeah.
And just before he explodes, if you look carefully, he mouths the word shit.
Yeah.
What does he?
I didn't notice that.
Good explosion. Oh, that's it. Shit.
Yeah.
And then boom.
That's a good explosion. Okay, let me Sorry, folks. So many slides. Sorry, I do apologize. I'm terrible at splitting the deleting the slides, so bear with me. Okay, so they leave the ship now. They've got out the boat. I think, is it Bond who's running out of his oxygen mix?
I think so, but
Yeah.
like, you know, she got cut so she can't breathe or whatever.
Yeah, his suit was compromised.
Yeah.
Yeah. Melvin Deeply, Live and Let Die was Roger Moore's best. Golden Gun second. My favourite is still Thunderball because Sean Connery. Okay, so they're gonna drain the sub, so they're breathing oxygen.
Yep.
She's okay, and then all of a sudden, out of the depths.
Evil submarine guy.
Yeah. This reminded me a little bit of, who remembers Inner Space?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, when he's grabbing the
Dennis
wires
Quaid?
and pulling
Yeah.
them away.
Yeah. And the drill. They probably ripped it off from this, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So
do you consider Inner Space as a future film panel?
What?
Yeah. I'd love
love
that.
Inner
It's great.
Space.
It's a great film. Inner Space is a
Great
fantastic film.
Should we ask the chat as well?
Yes. Inner Space chats. Shall we do Inner Space at some point?
God, I love that movie.
It is. I think I remember buying it on VHS.
I've
when it was
only
with-
seen it once.
Oh, it's like it's a really good update of Fantastic Voyage.
Great film. Even Meg Ryan is half decent in it.
She still looks like Meg Ryan.
Annoying as fuck, but
Yeah, but have you seen her since she got all that plastic surgery? She does not look like Meg Ryan. Well, she used to be really cute.
That's wee Huey's parents from The Boys. Meg and Dennis.
oh, good trivia. Franco, Martin Short was great in Inner Space. Great film. It is a great film.
Play with the kid, but don't talk to it.
Right, let's bash through these. Okay, so the drill is out. They're trying to sink or compromise the pressure on the vehicle. Lots of kind of dragging and pulling now, isn't there?
Yeah.
Pull. Oops, go wrong way. So is he trying to pull that back into the ship? That's what that looks like.
No, he's kind of shoving it out the road so that it
Yeah.
can get away. He's trying to block it in so they can get the sub, escape with the sub. Careful, it's 5,000 years old, James.
So they've had to come up to the surface, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
The baddies.
This was quite a convoluted kind of Weekend at Bernie's-esque killing scene.
Yeah. Good reference. Yeah.
So they've got the ATAC.
Every time I see that guy's face, all I can think of is ComScan has detected an energy field.
I love how he just like clears the table by throwing everything on the floor.
Yeah.
Trailer Park Boys on the top of the car's bonnet. They've got the hockey stick they use to clear it, the clearing stick.
So they're going to kill Bond and Bucket, Miss Bucket, aren't
Yep. Tie them together and they're going to drag them behind the boat and let the sharks eat them.
There's the cord. And they're going away, and they're going to go in the water in a moment. Hold on. I've read they've shot this at high rate, 70 frames per second.
Mm-hmm.
So when it played at normal speed, it looked more realistic, and they added the bubbles with Alka-Seltzer, apparently.
Really? That's weird.
So they're dragging them through the coral, which I would imagine would have been painful.
Chafing,
Yeah. Open up the wounds, attract the sharks.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So they're swimming down a little bit while the boat turns to try and cut the rope.
That's not funny.
Do they have sharks in the
In the
Mediterranean Sea?
Yeah, I'm sure they do. They do in the Gulf of Mexico. So.
It just seems a little bit convenient.
I think anywhere where there's salt water,
The Mediterranean Sea is thought to be home for 47 different shark species.
Oh, wow.
Melvin Deeply, Mickey Rourke transitioned into Meg Ryan.
Oh, kind of looks like it, but yeah.
Oh. And then MC, sharks, or is it dolphins? So he's enjoying himself. What's the name of this guy again? I can't remember.
Christakos, I think.
Yeah.
This is where we need him. So dragging him through, that's going to be painful as that.
Mm-hmm.
Franco says there was a shark attack off Cornwall last week. Wow.
There was, yeah. I heard that.
Melvin, they have great whites in the Med. There you go. Does the sharks make you feel uncomfortable, Reni?
They do.
Z, is that you messing about?
No, what? What are you talking about?
I can hear boxes being moved.
No, it's not me.
I don't hear anything.
So they are now tying the rope around a large piece of coral. And it looks like this is probably going to work, isn't it?
Isn't this where they find the tank that was down there and they breathe in from the tank?
Yeah, they dragged them, just happened to be the same area where she left the tank earlier.
Which was a really amazing
Very convenient, yes.
Yeah.
Kind of came to bits slightly.
Yeah, because earlier they were just going to drop a tank on the seafloor for no reason at all.
Yeah, right?
So that wasn't actually underwater. That was big fan blowing. Yeah. That does look like it's underwater, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Well, look at his face. I'm like, oh my God.
Melvin Deeply in the chat says, biggest great white ever caught by rod was in the Med. Is that Steiger or Stewart?
Oh, that's good. Excuse me.
So this is where the boat gets yanked, isn't it? And then one of them's off. Were they real sharks or rubber sharks? Or stunt sharks?
I don't care. They should just be dead.
Yeah. Sharks be dead.
You know, like when Howard Stern had that campaign, was it in the late 90s, early 2000s to kill all sharks? I was totally for it. I'm like, do it. Get rid of them all.
Says it looks like it's passing wind.
I did think that when I saw it.
Yeah.
Which maybe, I'd imagine, would be particularly tricky under that depth of water.
Yeah.
Well, you'd wind up blowing the bubbles in your own face. So.
Yeah.
Well, they need to breathe somehow, don't they?
Okay, so the Glover character sees them in the water and he's going to try and run them over. So this is where they go down to the conveniently placed tank, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, remember when we placed that tank?
Just happened to be here.
Just happened to be.
What an amazing coincidence!
It's a good job it's full and stuff.
Just seems very convenient.
Yeah, it was very, very interesting how everything fell into place like that.
Yeah, so they're under the water now for a length of time, and he thinks they're gone. So they come back up, and they're disappearing off.
Oh, this is the stupidest fucking scene in the movie.
Explain.
The parrot gives them a clue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Just imagine the delight in the writer's room when they come up with that.
Yeah, we've kind of got ourselves into a dead end now. What are we going to... Oh, parrot!
He speaks English.
And this is where they end up, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So Bond going for his meeting.
This was quite funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, because Q's about to appear, isn't he?
Yeah.
Bear with me, boys and girls. I think this is the next one. Right, we're on the home straight now. So he's going for his meeting, and Q, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Yeah, and he's in the confessional booth. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
And dressed up.
Yeah.
And this is where they're going to do the assault on the
mountain.
Yeah.
Yes. Cristato's hidden monastery retreat.
Is that real, or is that just a painting?
Looks real to me, but I wouldn't know.
Was there not there was a problem? I'll need to go into the ditch into the trivia, but there was something in the trivia about a monastery and monks not being happy, and filming had to be stopped for a while.
Yeah, so it was real.
Topol still eating his peanuts. Looks like something
Monastery on top. Sorry, Ian. Monastery on top of the Meteora Mountain. There we go.
All right, so it is genuine. Wow. Wookie Fever 1969 is in. Hello, mate.
Wookie.
Hey, Wookie.
Time Prophet, Monastery of the Holy Trinity. What? How do you pronounce that, Brian?
Meteora, I would assume.
Meteora, yeah. And then Time Prophet put a link so you can have a look at that later, folks. Yeah, these scenes climbing up the mountain were a bit ooh. Okay, so Bond's got to ascend up to the monastery after the cash machine. And they're waiting for the, is it Gogol? What's his name? The Russian agent, from the, I forget what his name is, but. So Q.
You're right in General Gogol.
Is it? Yeah, as I said, I really do not know this film at all. She looks pissed or stoned. Or was that just me? Or cross-eyed?
Maybe cross-eyed?
So she's still training. He's her sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she called him her uncle, I thought, earlier in the film, which is weird.
Time Prophet says the monastery is also in Tintin and the Golden Fleece.
Top trivia.
It is. How long would it take to climb that? Jeez. Oh. So the henchman can hear something going on. Probably Bond putting in the hooks. Then he gets all the way up to the top. He gets a kick in the face for his trouble, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no thanks. I wouldn't be doing that.
I think that was the same guy who did the parachute Spy Who Loved Me jump.
Apparently, that was a particular. Sorry.
No, go on.
Apparently, that was a particularly hairy stunt. The guy, when he was doing it, he spotted a cemetery and just felt, "Oh no, this is it. Time has come."
But it all worked out in the end, didn't it? Yeah.
Rick Sylvester.
Yeah, Rick Sylvester. God, he must have had some serious pay packets from Bond. Wow. Because they think he's gone because the rocks have fallen. Still there. Green screen. I thought this was quite hairy when the this guy was climbing down.
Oh, I hated it. And then he
Is
started
that real
taking
or
the
green?
carabiners off.
Yeah. Is that real or back projection? Oh.
I would think it's just I would think it's not real. But that's
Well, I don't know. That looks quite real.
You watch it moving again.
No. Heights, no, thank you.
Yeah, apparently the monks protested this, and Roger Moore told him he was once a saint.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Melvin Deeply, the Spielberg Tintin cartoon was pretty good, written by Stephen Moffat. It was pretty good. I think Jamie Bell did the voice for that. We never did see the sequel. This is where the guy goes off the edge, isn't it? Ooh, Jesus. And anybody who fell that height would not have looked like that. They'd have just been jam. But anyway. Okay, so Bond is there trying to break in because they have a service winch, don't they? There's the winch. Lowers the basket. That looks like a model.
There was something about this scene reminded me of Top Secret, the assault on the fortified. Do you know what I mean?
That's a great film. It's Top Secret.
Love that. One of my first ever film. I think I rented for VHS.
So funny.
Kilmer's first movie.
Yeah. Anybody in Blighty would recognise this guy, jobbing actor from the early 80s. I'm just thinking, considering the amount of slides we've got, if we can get out of Dodge at 3, that's a result.
Awesome.
They're leaving, aren't they? Because she's had enough. Time Prophet, I have Top Secret. Nicky
Grievous.
going through these slides, how EFAP, how the hell can they do 10, 12-hour streams?
I don't know, man. Oh, the
How
movie's
the-
only like 2 hours. I don't know
How
why
the
you would want to do it
hell
that
can
long.
you do that?
Extensive notes.
Know the film inside out, which clearly we don't.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, this was only my third and fourth watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. I think I've probably seen it 3 times. Gogol. Is Go-Go? I don't know. He's coming for the ATAC, isn't he?
Mhm.
I think this is where they're going to be breaking into the dormitory in a moment with all the people in there. So bots are in a game. One of the henchmen is behind the curtain, so they managed to get him.
Was this Bond's? Not Bond. Sorry, was this Roger Moore's penultimate movie? Was Bond?
No, he had 2 more to go.
2 more, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think View to a Kill was his last, wasn't it? Or no?
Yeah. So it's Octopussy and View to Kill. Yeah.
Ah, right.
Okay, so they've just about managed to take over the compound. Lots of fighting in windows. Time Prophet. Octopussy next, then View to Kill after. Tintin sequel in works 2027. Fucking hell,
yuck.
Take the time, why don't they?
Yeah, that's
The Tintin movie was pretty good, I thought.
I didn't watch it.
It's not bad. Considering it's animation, it's pretty good. The East German bloke is just about to get it in a minute. Because they're escaping, aren't they? Because the general's on his way. He throws a huge plant pot at Bond. And then Bond sticks him with a big candelabra, I think. He goes out the window. Christ, that is not a good fall, is it?
No.
The general's landing. Topol's grabbed him by the feet. Because she wants to kill him, doesn't she?
Her
for
weapon
revenge.
of choice always.
Yeah.
She always likes that crossbow.
Yeah. And he's trying to talk her out of it, isn't he?
He's like, come on, man. You don't want to do that. It's like, no, I kind of do.
And then Topol showing some serious knife skills in the back. General's arriving. Asking for the ATAC. And then Wallopy just throws it over the edge, doesn't he?
Yeah. Bye.
And that's the end of the Casio calculator, folks.
You don't have it. I don't have it.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
And then he just laughs, doesn't he, and puts his arms in the air like he just doesn't care.
Throw
And
your
he's
arms
off.
in the air and wave them like you just don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Topol is, well, she's got a new sponsor now. She looks cross-eyed. Not that that's a thing, but
No, God.
Sorry, I had to mention it. Sorry.
You can't see
Okay.
it in the dark. It's fine.
I'm 54, you know.
So we're getting towards the Janet Brown no relation scene.
I
wonder what she sounded like. We'd have to watch the French versions to hear what she sounds like.
Sounds French, funnily enough.
So Seiko, I think Seiko did all the watches in the 70s, didn't they? And then didn't Omega take over at some point?
It was Seiko, Omega, and Casio that were the big ones.
Is that the tracking the that communicator, and he's putting it in the? He's going to put it in the water or something, isn't he?
That's like a top secret shot, isn't it? Just to
Yeah.
They're on the beach, remember?
Yeah.
Time Profit, what's the point of having a digital watch with analog hands?
Yeah, it's true.
Old school, isn't it? So
And
they're
then
trying
you've got
to...
Yeah, Margaret Thatcher scene.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, when they're credited,
Janet Brown
doesn't mention Thatcher. It just says Prime Minister and Dennis. In credits.
Hello, Jacob.
Hey, Jacob. Thanks for coming by.
2 hours, 47 minutes late, Jacob, but good to see you, mate.
Hey, better late than never.
It
He's
is.
always,
Just getting...
supportive.
Jacob, you've been missing all these sex bots as well, so... okay, so...
Brown, save the links. You're good.
Yeah, don't worry, mate. Don't worry. We're all good. Who's the guy who's playing Dennis?
God, I had his name before.
Because they used to do that as a double act sometimes, didn't they?
Yes, they did. I remember them never been off the television in the 80s, those two.
Melvin Deeply, this is at Time Profit. It might have been a Texas Instruments Fancy Nancy Dancy calculator. I had one. It didn't look like a calculator.
John Wells.
Stuff was cool.
Dennis, yeah.
John Wells was the actor who played Dennis Thatcher.
Yes,
Janet Brown as the Prime Minister.
Yeah, no relation. So this is where Polly is communicating. Looks like it's going in the drink. They've thrown it in the water, haven't they?
Yeah. And she's
And then
like,
James
let's go
Bond.
for a midnight swim,
Midnight
James.
swim.
For your eyes only.
James Bond will
literally
return
says
in Octopussy.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. I think that is it. What we will do is I'll throw the question out to the people who are still watching. Marks out of 10 for Your Eyes Only. We'll get the marks off the panel as well after a brief paragraph of each of them. So I will get them back on the screen from the bottom up. Z, final thoughts and a mark out of 10, please, matey.
Classic Bond film. It's got everything you want in it. Gadgets, girls, monastery, secret hideout. Fantastic. Everything I like. I'll give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay, so 7 from you. Reni?
Yeah, kind of like Z said, classic Bond film. Still had the humor, had the 80s montage music and cheesiness, but it's the 80s. We love that. And then Roger Moore, best Bond ever. I mean, what more could you want? So I give it an 8.
Wow.
Yeah, I like it. It's a good Bond film. Compare that to the ones that, of recent years,
Not Brian?
Well, as you know, I'm not a big Bond fan, so this
Yeah.
was never going to be quite my cup of tea. Having said that, I did enjoy Moore's performance, as I always do in these films. I like the comedy and the dialogue, but not quite as inclusions in the action scenes. I felt as if they could have been kept a bit more serious. One thing that bugged me, though, was it really missed a compelling soundtrack. I think that was missing.
That was an issue, yes.
Overall, still a very fun film, and I think I would give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, as I said, I don't really know this film. I've not watched it all that many times. I had a look at my internet movie database, and I gave it 6 out of 10. I'm probably gonna say 7. It's unoffensive, isn't it? But it's not all. Yeah, I would imagine. For me, I think Moonraker, Spy Who Loved Me, both very, very tough acts to follow. Still Roger Moore though, but just no cigar for me on this one. But anyway, let's have a look at the boys in the chats. MC 5, Franco 4. Can't remember it. Same here, mate. Here we go. Wookie Fever 1969. 9 out of 10.
High praise, Wookie.
Yeah, must like it. The Mighty Jacob. Not a big Roger Moore fan, but I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10. Time Prophet 7. Romeo, not my favorite Bond or Moore film. 7. Let's have a look. Franco 8. Melvin 5. It's kind of a love it or hate it film, this, isn't it? Anyway. Okay, I think that is it. Apologies for the numerous slides, boys and girls. I'm really rubbish at editing them down. Anyway, okay, I'll try better next time. Okay, so boys in the chats and sex bots, thank you for taking the time to... Especially the sex bots, because it adds to the views. So I'll thank you, chat. You are genuinely, we are nothing without you guys, and I sincerely mean that. So great to have you here. I'll thank the guests. I'll thank Ian, and I'll just say on his behalf, thanks for having me. Cheers, Ian. Z, cheers, my friend.
Always a pleasure, sir.
And right on time, look at that.
Yay. It's like they heard you call.
Naked HD XYZ, you're welcome. Reni, thank you, Reni.
Yeah, thanks for having me on as always. And I really enjoyed watching this movie again. And great to chat with you, Brian, and you, Z, as well. So, and
thank you,
Ian.
And the mighty, not Brian Young. Thank you.
Thanks very much again for the invite, Brun. Thanks to Reni, Z, the absent Ian, and of course the chat. I always find it heartwarming to see some of the old faces and indeed a few new faces in there.
I would just say, guys, if you made it to the end, you're a better man than me. People watch it on the rerub. Please like, share, subscribe, especially the subscribe. As I said, did I say it was 60%? Of the channel views are non-subscribers.
You said 65, but yes.
Did I say 65?
Yes.
I know it's high because I think the Spy Who Loved Me streams has been just flying off the shelves, as it were. So very big in India, apparently. So I think that is it. I was trying to fill into 255, but I think we'll get out now. So I think we're back tomorrow, folks, we're going to be doing the musing stuff. Obviously, lots going on with the Batgirl stuff and Alex Jones. Can you believe it? So I think that is it. I'll say, chat, you wonderful guests. You too as well. So I think that is it. 2:55. We're out of here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Adios.
Peace.
Bye.